And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Sorry as usual. I know I'm always late, but hey, I'm black. We never on time. So yeah. Uh, Make sure my audio on point. Yeah, sound like my audio is on point. What's going on, everybody? We're here with another show with your boy, Chris Thorns. I'm your host with the most. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. They enjoyed themselves. I don't know if everybody ready for work tomorrow, but I guess you ain't got no choice but to be ready. Shit, I hate Mondays regardless of what if I gotta be ready for work or not. I hate Mondays regardless. I don't know what it is about Mondays that everybody hate. What you think it is?
It's Monday.
Man, I swear, I have always hated Mondays. It's just something about it. I guess you just gotta fear that your day just gonna go bad for some reason whatsoever. Oh, what's up, Duron? Got my man DJC in the bill. What's going on, brother?
Hey, DJ.
What's up? What's up?
Oh, you sound
Hello,
good,
hello.
man. Are you on your phone?
Nah, on the laptop. Is it sounding like underwater again?
No, no, you good. Yeah, you sound good, bro.
Oh, okay, good, good.
You sound good, man. How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing all right. How's everything tonight?
Oh man, everything is everything, bro. You enjoy your holiday?
Oh yeah, real nice, real nice. Too full, but it was real nice.
Oh man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see who's all got here so far.
Hey Chaz, how you doing?
All right.
We got you in. It came early, DJ, but now we got you on the panel. Mimi was in earlier. She said, "Great, you having a show." Yes, I am. Um, Marie came. Comics blog is in the building. Tree was in here. Not sure if he's still in here or not. What's up? Aaron DeFade. He put it in his name,
Yeah,
DeFade.
he fades. He got that from VA.
Right, boy, he got in there on DeFade. Later I came in. She said, "Peace, everyone." She had just woke up to her son in bed. It's 2:30 here, so she would listen.
Wow.
Cool. Tamira Banks is in the building. Was in the building. She's still here. Cortez. See Clovis again. Pam Hobbs, what's going on? Duron 314, what's going on? Simply Deep, my man, always coming in showing your boy support. K Jawan, shit, dude, I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. How you doing? Uh,
Wow.
yeah, I ain't seen him in a while. What's going on, brother?
All right.
My man Pat Force, he always in the building. What's going on, my guy? Um, I don't know how to pronounce this first dude name, so I'm gonna say Magnum. Magnum, what's good, family? 100 Tech in the building. What's up with your family? Uh, Avery say don't hate the fade.
Don't the fade.
Don't hate the fade. You know? Don't hate the fade. I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
Um, K1 say he's been on the grind. Hey, brother, ain't nothing wrong with that at all, my guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, brother. Respect
Not
to
at all.
that. Respect to that. Ain't no dog gonna shine. Or excuse me. Ain't no sun gonna shine on the dog ass if he don't get on his grind. You better believe that.
All
Better
right.
believe that. Best to believe that. You know. So hey, I salute to you, brother. I wish a lot of us would have that mindset to get on that grind, but a lot of us not, man. We lazy, too busy waiting on others to get paid so we can live off of them. How that shit works. You know? How that shit works. Motherfuckers sit back waiting on you to get paid. So when you get paid, you gotta pay them. And they ain't did shit to earn the money. You know what I'm saying? They ain't did shit
Okay.
to earn the money.
They can keep on waiting.
You gotta pay them right. You know what I'm saying? Well, I tell you, man, you got a lot of them like that, brother. You got a lot of them like that. So I think that's awful that
Yeah.
people like that, brother. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the topic. This might not be a long show because I got other things going on. But then again, you know, The conversations get so good sometimes, brother. Shit, we just don't know. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. So I came up with this topic. Actually, somebody gave me this topic, and it's Miss Chloe's. I think I just seen her come on the panel. Are you here, dear?
Yes, I am. I'm right here.
All right. How's your holiday, love?
Oh, going pretty good so far.
All right. All right. How's the little ones?
Oh, they're doing great. I
All right.
videotaped them rocking out to Christmas songs and decorating the tree.
Man, I miss them days. I miss them days. I swear I do. I miss them days.
Yeah.
Man, I swear we can't get them back, DJ. We can't get them back, brother.
Once they're gone, man. Just
They gone, bro. That's what I'm saying. Once they gone, brother. We cannot get this shit back, man. Damn, I miss those days, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. So, I was doing some research on this topic, and I came up with it was breaking down the percentage of how many people moved in together and how fast they did, but I can't seem to find it right now. So anyway, while I still trying to look for the research, Chloe, since you gave me this idea, let me let you start off there. You know, in your opinion, how long do you think somebody should wait before they move their partner in, or should they move them in, period?
I think it depends on the individuals, the couples, okay? Mm-hmm. Because when me and my husband, like I said, we met on the 10th of October, dated on the 13th of October, moved in on the 31st of October, the same month and year, and then turned around and married on December 2nd, the same year, okay? Mm-hmm. We're going on 14 years, but it was a battle the first few years of us moving in together, okay? He tells me to go ahead and remodel the home any way I wanted to. And he comes home from work one day. He comes home one day and he was upset because I got rid of his floral curtains he had up and put them on the floor. He started having issues because I was changing his, what would you say, his man cave, I guess. You can call it his bachelor pad. So I slammed the curtains down, walked in, stomped out of the room. But we had issues because we had children from both sides of the family that had to accept the situation. So I say the first 4 years of our marriage was very rough. We learned as we went along who we were. Do I say people should do that? No. It was a battle for me and him. He's sitting right across the room. He said the same thing. People should get to know each other. People should not have to. Don't get together and then get to know each other as you go along, because that's really sad. You know, it took me 3 days before moving anything in. He came in from work one day and I heard him slamming drawers, open and shutting them, open and shutting them. He come out, he says, "Girl, you ain't moved a thing in." I said, "We got to talk."
Okay.
I heard that. There you go.
Good. Fine. Yeah.
But the point was I didn't tell him how big my wardrobe was, you know, and it was like he had Tourette syndrome. Every time I walked in with another load, he was like, like, wanting to get my hands on it. Now, before I met him, I dated this one guy, and he told me women should only have 3 pairs of shoes and 3 outfits, and they should interchange them, and that's all they should own. Well, he didn't get another.
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
I'm sitting with 50
I would love to have some.
Well, I'm sitting with 50 pairs of shoes, and he's got enough nerve to say something like that. And I was like, "Oh, this date's dead from the get-go. You just might as well take me home, because that wasn't going to happen." And, you know, that's just, you know, I think people should get to know each other. I really am saying that. I know I'm going on 14 years, but me and my husband had the first 4.5, 5 years hard. Mm-hmm. I mean, really hard. And we came very close to breakups. I think people should get to know each other and get to know their dislikes and likes.
I don't care how long you've been together. You got to work on a relationship, or it will not work.
Hey, tell her come close to the mic so I can hear her. I like to hear his input too.
Loud to the mic.
Talk up to the mic.
Loud to the mic.
He always does this. I'm sorry, Chris.
So we good. Come on. I want to hear his opinion. Come on.
My opinion is, Chris, no matter what, it takes two people to work on a relationship. Really, I don't care.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to both work on it.
Okay. So let me ask you, what's your name, Mr. Tom? That's your name?
Yes.
Mr. Tom, do you believe that there's a such thing as falling in love too quick and making quick decisions because you're in love instead of thinking about the consequences of moving too fast?
Sure. I think a person needs to take time, look at the person, and give it some time. Maybe even move in together and see what they're really like.
So
you see people that were together for 13 years, living together, and 2 years later they're divorced.
Amen.
Does happen.
I mean, you don't know. I mean, if the other person ain't going to be willing to work with you in the relationship, it'll never work anyway. It don't matter how long you know each other.
Right.
So, in your opinion, how long do you think somebody should wait? Because they always say that you never know nobody till you stay with them. So, how long do you think somebody at least need to date before they even try to go that route? What do you think?
I think you really need to get to know the person. I think it takes time to get to know the person. I think you have to spend some time and get to know the person.
All right. Salute to that, brother. Thank you.
I got lucky with my wife. That's all there is to
It took him 5 times to get lucky, though.
Did it?
I had 3 real short marriages in my life.
He had some real short marriages. I mean,
My mom always told me I could not sleep with someone unless I was married to them. So
he took it literally. He married.
I took that literally because I was raised in the church pretty hard as a young kid.
Right, man. Y'all know what? Salute to y'all, man. Y'all sound like, you know what I'm saying, y'all happy, man. I like to hear that. How long y'all been married again?
14 years. Come December 2nd.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Anniversary's coming, so happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Right on top of y'all. Happy anniversary. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, his mother told me when she talked to me on the phone and we got married and no one was invited. We got married by the Justice of the Peace, which was a black Justice of the Peace woman. And we decided to redo the vows the following April, and I paid her $100, that Justice of the Peace woman, to come marry me.
Mm-hmm.
In our home, we had a big wedding in the home and outside in the garden and everything. And she came. Well, little did I know that the man that was going to walk me down the aisle was very prejudiced. And when he looked up and seen her, he said, "What the?" And I said, "You're going to walk me down this aisle and you're going to shut your damn mouth and you're going to enjoy yourself."
There you go. Take a trouble.
Stop that before it can start.
I know that's right.
Exactly. And you got to understand, I've been married, and this is going to sound real shocking to you guys. I've been married 4 times. This is my 4th marriage. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
5 times. I'm his 5th marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So it took us dumb asses 4 or 5 times to get it right. That some people don't do that. They just give up the first marriage. Said, "Screw this! I ain't going back out again." But everybody's different, Chris. Everyone's a different individual. You might be somebody that I wasn't. I think what drew us together was that we both were on the same. His mother was very religious. My mother was very religious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when I told her she goes, "Well, when did you guys tie the knot?" And it's like he was at work, and I got this phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Well, we got married on December 2nd. Well, that's the day his father died. And I'm like, "Wow."
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
God. And when I told him, he's like, "Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that." And I'm like, "We got to redo our vows so she can like me." I was looking for brown.
Okay.
I think it depends. Nowadays, it depends on the people. You're going to find unique, people that are unique that do this. But like I said, we had battle. Our first 4 to 5.5, 5 years was rough on us. We came close to, breaking up and divorcing, and it was rough. We had children that didn't want to kind of like join in the matrimony, as you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was tough, and we to this day still see the situation and the issues. Hearing the words, she's just another effing wife. you know, things like that, and I'm still here. But see, I look for a challenge, Chris. You know that. You know this since you met me on here. You challenge me, I'm gonna stand my ground and challenge you back. So I think that's
Yeah, I'd have seen that a lot of you. I'd have seen that a lot of you.
I think it depends on the people.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know, like you said, I haven't never been married or engaged, but I know when marriage, you know, you gotta go through a trial and tribulation. So that's something you just gotta go through. And I guess with relationships, period. So hey, like Keith Sweat said, make it last forever. Make it last forever.
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic.
Classic. Very classic. So DJ brother, what you say about this topic, man?
All right. Clovis said a lot of things that sort of I was thinking about also.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the people. Excuse me. It also depends on timing, I believe, because you don't want to get married too fast or you don't want to move in too fast neither.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to consider a lot of factors into moving in together. I think also that, you know, communication plays a role in it also.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you got to know what you want before you go into it, because, you know, even though sometimes it's okay to jump into things, but that right there is the most serious thing that can happen besides marriage.
Right.
Because, you know, there could be children involved, and there could be a lot of baggage on both sides, you know, because as we all know, there's always two people that are becoming one or trying to become one.
Mm-hmm.
And you're bringing your lifestyle into a picture. She's bringing her lifestyle into a picture. And there's going to be times where it clashes, because perfect example is Clovis. Perfect example is my parents. You know what happened with them. I mean, I'm pretty sure it happens with a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
But it just, if anything, it takes time. And to answer the question is like, how long should you date someone before moving in? Me personally, I would give it at least a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe, because you do want to get to know someone before you make that decision. And I've done it before, and it didn't turn out too good. So I made sure that this time that I would have my own before I even consider moving in with someone else or someone moving in with me.
I know that's right.
Because there's always that chance, and I want y'all to hear me when I say this. There's always that chance to where that car can get pulled on you, and you don't know when it's coming.
Hey, you're right about that.
So it's best to have your own. And if you decide to do it, take your time, pray on it, search your soul. But at the same time, though, give it time. Don't be in a rush to do it.
Okay. So I asked you the same thing that I asked Clovis. You know, do you still believe in such thing as love at first sight, and just making a quick decision based off your feelings to move in quick, or what?
Yeah, I believe it, because, you know, once again, it depends on the people, because, you know, every situation is going to be different. There's no two relationships or marriages that's going to be the same. They're all different. But it's just, it involves the people that are involved, you know, because it could happen to any of us. And, you know, there's going to be people out there say, oh, I don't believe in that. And there's going to be some that do, you know, it all depends. But yeah, I believe it can happen.
So let me ask you this, brother, and I guess I can ask the whole panel this. So you think pretty much when you date somebody after a year, you will know at least half about them? Not gonna necessarily say you know everything, but you at least know half about them. So let's say for a year that, okay, y'all been dating and you just say, come on, move in. But when they move in, it ain't shit like you thought it was. They be terrible. I ain't say terrible, I say terrible. They be terrible. So, you know, if you date somebody for a year and they say, hey, you know, you never know somebody until you stay with them, and now you find out they terrible that y'all stay together, man. How do you go about doing something like that? Do you think it's a waste of time? Should you end a relationship? Or should you just say, hey, we'll just do better apart. We can still be boyfriend and girlfriend. Because think about it. If y'all can't get along just staying together, then how the relationship gonna get along, period? Tell me your thoughts about that, bro.
Well, it's like this here. It's like, everybody puts their best foot forward when everything begins, leading into that year, and that certain things are going to come out though, and that, you're saying like halfway into that year, you're going to learn things about that person, whether you're going to like them or not. And it also depends on what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. And that, you're saying that once you only make the decision and that it becomes terrible. Like you said, I don't know how to say it like you because I'm not from the South, but it's terrible. But it all depends on you, because there's always that time to where that you can actually sit them down and say, look, okay, this is what's going on. This is what I'm not liking, or what is it that's going on with you, to where let's work this out now so that way we can move forward to where it won't become worse than it has to be, and that you can nip this in the bud while there's time, because time is precious though. Once it goes, it's going. You can't get it back. Yeah. And that, when you make that move, you already know it's a lot that's involved in that move. It's like you're taking all your possessions besides you, and then you're moving in with this person. But then if it comes down to where it goes left, as we all say, now that means you got to go back to that process again, to where you got to get yourself together. You got to get your own place. You got to get all your stuff turned on. You got to get all that stuff and move back out again. To where like you want to be in your, you want to be back you want to be back in your own surroundings, to where like you don't have to deal with this person anymore. Hopefully there'll still be a friendship, and then 9 times out of 10 it may not be. Just all depending. But it's a case where you have to search yourself, and you got to search your own soul, because guess what? If you're the one that's making that move, you want to know and you want to feel in your heart that it's a good move, because once you make that move, you already know. I mean, you don't want to have to go back and be in a situation where you got to a place, you're comfortable, everything is starting to work, and all of a sudden becomes terrible, and then you're back to square one again. Y'all see what I'm saying?
It's terrible, man.
I ain't gonna get out of my head either. But anyway, but to close it, it all depends though. It's like, if you can nip certain things in the bud, and at the same time, if you care enough about that person and you love that person enough to be able to go through the fire, as they say, go through the fire, go through the rain, go through the trials and the tribulations, you can make it. But as we all know, marriages and relationships don't last the way that they used to. But
amen, brother. Amen to that. Like Clover said earlier, amen to that, brother. So I don't know if you answered the question now. So if you do move in and you find out that this person is terrible, but y'all stay together, it ain't nothing like it was versus y'all staying apart. And
what you mean terrible?
Right. Like terrible.
Like terrible.
Like, give me an example. Because you should have known the worst of her before that. There would have been signs.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
Tell you.
But still at the same time, though, if you stand apart, yeah, you may know somewhat so much of them. But when you stay together, that's when shit changes.
It all comes out then. Definitely.
I'm saying terrible, but I'm just being funny how I'm saying it. I'm saying terrible, meaning they got bad habits. For example, they don't like to cook, they don't like to clean, they leaving dirty dishes all over the place, or leaving trash all over the place, balling up wet towels in the corner of your tub, just shit like that. If you stay together, you see they doing all that stuff, and just act like they just got no morals or values and whatnot. If you see that's how they are when y'all stay together, then could it possibly still work when y'all not staying together? Can y'all still get married or engaged or what? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Chris, but what if you meet someone and you're dating them, and then all of a sudden, you're dating, okay, for instance, because my friend Laurie Cole went through this, okay? Cole, C-O-L-E. She dated for 2.5 years. And they had planned their marriage after 2.5 years, 6 more months. They got married, and then 6 months into the marriage, he started beating on her. So what do you do then? He was a cop. Okay.
Wait. A cop beating on a woman?
No.
A cop beating on a woman?
Yeah. Well, cop beating on a woman. But what I'm saying, that whole 2.5 years, they thought they knew each other. They knew each other's likes and dislikes. And and Tom said he's seen it more than once. What you can't really, I mean, you know what I'm saying? She thought she had him all figured out. And then, 6 months into the marriage and after they're living together, he's beating on her. Mind you, God rest her in peace. She's dead today.
Oh,
so,
no.
Wow.
Jesus.
So what do you say about that? And every time she called the police, they would just take him on a drive and sober him up and bring him back home. There was never a police report made on it.
But Clovis, you know what? That right there should be an answer pretty much. What's the word I'm looking for? Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
If somebody whipping your ass, common sense would tell you to leave.
Yeah, but see the point of
hold on. I'm glad you said that because this is what I don't understand. Why? I'm not a woman, so you can tell me as a woman. Why, when that happened to you the first time, y'all don't get the fuck up out of there? Because 9 times out of 10, if they do it the first time, it's going to happen again. So what?
Because they make you feel lower than low, like you have no choice but to stay.
That's why I asked y'all, because you're a woman, so that's what it is. Okay, so after the first time, some of y'all probably say, well, he hit me because he loved me. I done heard some shit like that before, which I don't get that, but it is what it is. So they hit me because they love me, because they want to see me do better. Now, what about after the first time? Why y'all don't leave after the first time? I guess I could give you the first time, you want to get in the benefit of the doubt. But anytime after that first time, what is that making you stay there? And I'm glad you brought that up, Chloe. That's a good question. So y'all are women. Tell me. Okay.
Oh, was that a question?
Yes. Yeah.
That was a question. That was a question.
Yes.
You ask that question again, because I will answer it. Where I'll answer
Is that one of those over the head type of deals?
The question was, okay, you heard Chastity said, when a man hits you, the reason y'all stay because they make y'all feel low and this, that, and the other. And I guess in a sense you're trying to say, okay, they make us feel like they don't nobody else want y'all. Okay. What I'm saying is, I guess I could let the first time slide. I mean, I'm not a woman beater, but I guess if y'all say that for the first time, y'all can let that slide. Or if it happens again, why can't you not leave after the first time when somebody hit you?
Okay,
because the sorries get better and better as they go on.
The who?
Sorry.
The sorries.
Oh, geez, that's what she's saying.
Oh, well, explain that to me. I like to hear that. Y'all women, I want to hear from all 3 of y'all. Go ahead.
Being in an abusive relationship and marriage myself before this one, I thought, I wanted it was my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have pissed him off. Maybe he works too hard. His sorry was so sincere, tears and kneeling down at me while he's apologizing, and thinking, okay, maybe we need to seek some help. Yeah, I will. I'll do whatever you need. I'm so sorry. I never want to hurt you again. I shouldn't have never hit an angel, blah, 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 blah. You give into it. Second time, and it gets to the point where you feel the first couple of times that you really want that person that you met and married and fell in love with to be back that same person again. But then they start literally slowly telling you you're not worth anything. No one's going to want you with all these kids. You're butt ass ugly, and even though you may not be ugly, making you feel like you are, putting you down, and it's a long process. And to tell you the truth, then it gets to the point you leave, I'll freaking kill you. I'll hunt you down and kill you, and you're thinking, oh God, this person really will. There's so many emotions. I wouldn't even know how. Maybe you girls, maybe you guys can answer that one, because to me, it took me about a year, and I said I was done. And what snapped me out of it was when my sons came to my aid. And I did not need my children being my hero, and I jumped up and started fighting back. So I'm different. But, I mean, it's like, me, yeah. Hey, save the bird. Cajun, get up here.
I was about to say, I was in one relationship like that, and it only took the first time. But I got a bad temper, so I swung back.
I believe you too.
And that was the end of that. But then after that, he moved on to my best friend and did the same thing with her. Now, she didn't walk away. She stayed. And he beat the shit out of her for quite a few years.
Shit.
I can't say for myself because I've never been in a physically abusive relationship. Now, my sister have, and it took her a long time to finally walk away. We all tried, we jumped in it, and then we realized until she's ready to leave, there's nothing we can do about it. And it took her 14 years, and she had 2 kids with them. So I've never been in it, but it's a hard thing for me to discuss or understand because, some women, they believe that I'm sorry, we'll work it out. And, there was times when he didn't beat on my sister, and then there was times he did beat on my sister. So I could only look from the outside looking in.
Shit. Wow.
I like to think that I wouldn't take an abusive relationship, but everyone says you never know until you get in that situation yourself what you would do.
Yeah, see now, because it takes nothing for me to oh no, I don't put up with abuse of any kind now. It's like, it's on. You be seeing me coming out like cat lady. Falling your damn eyes out. But it's the point that it does happen, and that's the topic of the night. The show tonight is, how long should you wait to move in together? And that's what I was telling you about the story. How long should you wait? It was 2.5 years for Lori. Here's my school, my grade school friend and high school friend, and she's no longer alive now because of this. But can we prove he did it? We don't know. That's why I'm saying, how long do you wait? I think it depends on the people. So many marriages are broke up to this day that you just have to. Is there really a long wait? I mean, see what I'm saying? Mimi, help me here. You say
okay. For me, I'm not moving in with no one. I don't move in with a man unless I'm your wife. That's just my rule of myself because, like I said, unfortunately, I went from my father's house into my husband's house. And I'm not going to lie to you. Being divorced now for 4 years, I kind of enjoy living by myself. So I'm kind of backwards right now. I don't think I can move in with a man. And I know my current boyfriend asked me, can we move in together? I told him no. I just don't want to shack up, for one. Two, I'm kind of enjoying my freedom. So I like sleeping in my bed by myself, but I just don't want to move. If I always told myself, if you want me to shack up with you, why come you can't marry me?
Yeah.
I have the cow for free.
Okay.
But to each his own. I know a lot of people, they move in together and work out good relationship, and sometimes I think it's a pressure when you live with someone you love because you find the minutest things to fight about. I mean, the stupidest things to fight about. Toothpaste and clothes on the floor and the dishes not being done. And that can really test a relationship.
Leaving that damn toilet seat up.
Oh God, please! That's a cursor right there.
I mean, not like 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you.
Oh,
I don't know. What about you, Chassie?
Oh boy!
I got tired of dunking my donut after a year. I was pissed off. And when the kids come here, I still end up sinking in the damn toilet.
Oh my God!
Swimming.
Oh my God!
You're staggering in the middle of the night in the bathroom, and we got this light that turns on. This night light that turns on through motion. And it don't enough light. You're half asleep. You just, you do your bit. You pull your pants down, you do your bit, and poosh. It's like what?
Because we don't look, we just back up. You just back up, back and squat.
I keep telling him, you live with a damn woman for 14 years. You think, it takes. lift the son of a bitch up. It says, come on.
Oh my God, man, that is too funny. That's too
That is my only bitch is the butt washes. I'm so sick of the butt wash. You think I'd learn? But when it's just done. It's messed up.
Oh man, Jesus.
That's why I don't share a bathroom with my son. Thank God.
Oh man, but you know, I'd have been there before, you know what I'm saying? I'd have, you know, female house and stay with her whatnot, and maybe take a let the toilet seat up and you hear that water splash. Chris! I'm like, damn, my bad.
That started a hell of a fight right there. I'm telling you.
Oh boy, God damn.
See what happens. I mean, I went into this bathroom and I slipped because I was trying to jump over this kitten, and I slipped and I had this sweatsuit on, and I went falling back. Now, mind you, if the toilet seat would have been down, I probably wouldn't have went so far into the toilet. But I went to fall back, and I thought, oh, I'm going to hit the toilet. That's fine. No. They had the seat up, and I went down. I come staggering through the house. I looked at both my sons. They took off in their rooms. I went back to my bedroom. My husband goes, did you pee your pants? I said, all I can do is growl. You know, why do you got to leave the seats up? That's my only crap. I just don't understand. But I don't know as far as how long should you wait before you move in together? I don't
know. What about men? What about your perspective on it?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
That is a good question. You know, you don't want to move too fast because, you know, I have done that too. And, of course, we move too fast, it never works. I say at least, and it's all depending on how the relationship is going, I'd give it at least about 7 months, something like that.
All right, is it easier to move in a woman when they don't have kids compared to moving in a woman that do have kids?
Of course, it's going to be easy to move in somebody who don't have kids, you know.
Okay, but what if you meet a woman that has, like, okay, I'm going to put you on, I'm going to work with you tonight. Okay, what if you meet a woman and she's everything you ever dreamed of? She's everything you ever wanted. She knows how to cook. She knows how to clean. She has a career. She gives you everything you want. Back rubs, foot rubs, knee rubs. I don't give a shit. She's everything. And she got 7 kids.
Woo!
Oh,
run.
Think about it before you answer, because I got this chick I want to fix you up.
Run, Chris, run.
I don't know if I could do 7 kids. I don't know if I could do that with the 7 kids. I just really don't. But then again, I've never been in that situation, so I can't just really say. But I seriously doubt it, though.
5 are grown and 2 are on the way.
Because, first of all, that is too many mouths to feed. That is too much tissue to buy, too much soap to buy. Shit, you probably going to the grocery store every other week and shit. I don't know. You have to spend extra money, you know, with them many people. So I can't. I don't know if I could do 7 kids. I don't know about that. And then if she got to go somewhere, you know, and she can't take the kids with her, guess who's gonna be stuck with them?
You.
Yeah.
Okay, but 5 are grown and 6 are grown. And the other ones are on their way out the door. I'm giving you.
Say it again now. Say it one more time now.
Okay, you're with this woman is everything. You can't get her off your mind. You think about her 24/7. And all the kids are grown except one, and it's on its way out the door. What would you do? I'm asking it for instance.
If one of the kids was getting ready to leave?
Listen to Chris. One of the kids, no. The other ones are grown. They gone.
Like how grown?
Like how grown we talking about?
Like college grown. You ain't gonna come home for holidays and shit, maybe.
Well, shit, they college grown. They ain't moving in, period. They taking their ass to college before they come in there. They should be moving in, period.
But do they really leave the house, though?
That's the thing. That too. That
no, they
too.
don't. No, they don't. They come back.
They come back.
That
they
too.
bring ass laundry with them. When they got socks that walk on their own,
yeah, I mean, with that scenario you said, yeah, if they finna go to college and all that, maybe that is passable. Maybe that is passable.
They're all 7 kids by one father?
Yes.
Okay, so she's divorced, right?
The man died.
Oh, wow.
A widow.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just giving him for instances. I'm just,
Oh.
I'm just asking what would his. In these situations, how long do you really think about? How long does a person have to deal with knowing the other person before they move in together? It's a hard thing. I think it depends on the individuals.
Yeah, that's a tough cookie or a hard pill to swallow on them. So, but you got some people out there, that, just like you just said, if they really into that person, then that right there probably wouldn't matter to them,
I don't think that much love in the world for 7 children.
And you got some people out there that will do it, and if anybody who does take on their responsibility, hey, kudos to them. Kudos to them. I ain't knocking them at all. I think that's a big step that you take in with somebody who got that many kids. That's a damn big step.
Okay, she's very wealthy.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you right here. She's well to be in. I think 9 out of 10, the first man mindset would be to try to get in her pockets. He's only there for the wealth, not for the health. He's there for the wealth.
But I'm saying she can take care of herself. She ain't marrying you she ain't getting with you for your money or nothing. She can take care of herself. I'm just giving you for instances. What would you do?
Yeah.
You had to think about it, huh?
Yeah, and well, yeah.
See, now there you go. There's the honest answer. He's gonna think on it. He ain't gonna
Okay, put that situation into a woman's perspective. Now, Clovis, switch that around.
7 damn kids, I don't think so. Oh,
with a man.
I was about to say, hell no.
I don't give a damn how much money. 7 damn kids, I don't think.
No, same scenario. They're almost grown. You got one almost out the door. She's rich. He's rich.
They always come home, girl. They always come home. I'm living it. I know. They come home. They come home and they got personalities and attitude. No, ain't happening. I was doing this for Chris's life, not mine.
I'm already particular about how many kids you have anyway. I have a ratio of children. I prefer you only have one because I have one. I don't want 2 or 3 guy with 2 or 3 kids. I just don't.
Yeah, I got 3 sons and my husband's got 3 sons. See, and we're raising 2 girls. We adopted the 2 girls, so we got 2 little girls, 7 and 6.
Yeah, because y'all had a match comparison. You had 3, he had 3. The Brady bunch. I just couldn't deal with a man that has a bunch of kids, and I even have a priority thing. I don't date a man whose kids are younger than mine. Because I'm at this stage where I'm about to get mine out the house. I'm not ready to start playing with a 5-year-old and cleaning behind him and all that foolishness. I like them to be functionable like mine and almost out the door. So I even have an age limit. I might take a 16-year-old. I might take 16. But anything under, no, I couldn't start all over again. I just couldn't do it.
I didn't think I could do it either, but I got these 2 baby girls here, and I'll tell you something tonight.
Them grandkids, though, that's different. Them grandchildren.
No, they're our children now. I adopted them, so they're now our daughters. And I'll tell you something right now. It's still hard, but I wouldn't give it up for nothing in the world. I wouldn't.
That's what's
it just warmed my heart tonight to see them rocking it out to Christmas songs and dancing as they were decorating the tree. I videotaped. It was just the cutest little thing. But now you have my sons come home and try to decorate a tree and try to rock it out. I'm going to be like, oh, hell no, get out of my house. Because they always come with some problem or another. It's like, give me a break. You guys are grown, And Brady Bunch, you speak of Brady Bunch, you are the ones that own Marsha over there, not me. I want him to know. Marsha. But no, it's just, I don't know, 7 kids. That's
a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot, Chris. I'm sorry I asked you that because I'd say, no.
That's like, even to me, that's not fair, especially a man that has no kids. Like, I wouldn't even date a guy that has no children. I wouldn't. I just couldn't do that to him. because I know I'm at a stage where I don't want children, and 9 times out of 10, if that man wants kids, I can't give you that because that's not the stage I'm looking for.
Okay.
So why be selfish and take that from him and wasting years with me when I know that I'm not going to give you no kids? That's just not fair. Now, unless there are men that just don't want children, then that's something different. That's something I would have to take my time and think about. But I wouldn't date a guy that has no kids. It's not fair because I already had a child. It's not fair to him. You know, I just don't.
That sounds logical.
Yeah, very logical.
That sounds logical. We got Miss Corrine on the panel.
Hi,
How you doing,
Corrine.
honey? How you doing, Corrine?
Hello.
How you doing there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What you want to share, dear? Go ahead. You got the floor.
Y'all were talking about, you know, putting up with abuse and stuff.
Go ahead.
And I put up with it for 8 years from my ex-husband. And, you know, it didn't start out like that, you know, like he took me out to dinner and stuff and made me feel like I was, you know, his queen and that. And then, you know, it started out, I was just cooking breakfast and him and I were arguing about something. All of a sudden he slapped me in the face.
Holy shit.
Somehow he made me feel that if I hadn't said whatever I said at the time,
right, it wouldn't happen.
You know,
yeah.
right. You know, and I took the blame. And, you know, it was quite a while before he ever struck me again. You know, it was, but, you know, and in between, you know, I love you, and, you know, just saying good things and being good to my kids, you know. And then all of a sudden, one day he was hitting me with a belt, and I didn't understand how it got to that point.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he was an alcoholic, but, you know, and so I would always blame the alcohol and stuff like that. Well, when he's sober, he never does it. You know, he only does it when he's drunk, you know, and my mom tried to tell me that that's no excuse. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
You know, then I found out I was pregnant with his child, and I already had 2 kids that their dads didn't have nothing to do with them. I didn't want this one to not have nothing to do with her dad. And it literally took him trying to kill me twice in less than a year's time to make me decide that 3 times is a charm. If I didn't get out of it, I was going to be dead. He choked me. He kicked me. He tried to cut me with a broken beer bottle. He tried to cut my throat, and I knocked my chin down. He cut my chin. He knocked my teeth down my throat.
Damn.
Hi, Kareem, mama.
Yeah, he smashed me head first into a tub. Yep. My friend is sitting here reminding me of some of the things that he did to me. It started out, though, he made me feel good about myself. But
They always do.
You know, but then they start saying, he would say things like, "Are you really that stupid?" When I would make a comment about something. We'd be visiting his friends, and they, you know, just visiting. And suddenly he would say, "Why are you sitting in my friend's chair? You don't deserve to sit in her chairs." You know,
The fuck? Really?
Yeah, and his friends wouldn't say anything. They acted like it was normal for somebody to talk to somebody like that. I'd been in a relationship so long and used to him talking to me that way, it didn't even occur to me that that was wrong to talk to a person like that. You know, I knew I would never talk to somebody like that, but, you know, I thought maybe he was, you know, maybe it was different, you know, that and he would say, "You were raised sheltered. If you had been raised in the real world, you would know that you are not worth anything." And I really, by the time I got out of it, I really believed I would live the rest of my life alone, and that there was no way anybody else would want me. I didn't have teeth. I had to wear false teeth at the age of 22.
Damn.
And, you know, I had put on weight from having 3 kids. And I believed what he said. When I walked out of the relationship, I believed I'd spend the rest of my life alone. That there's no way anybody else would want somebody like me. And, I mean, I did find a man who didn't beat on me. You know, we have other issues, but he didn't hit me. You know, I decided I wasn't putting up with that after that. I went through a lot of therapy, like 3 years of therapy to deal with the stuff that he had put me through. And, you know, you think you love them and you think you're supposed to stay with somebody for the rest of your life when you marry them. And when they start doing that, they always promise that they're not going to do it ever again.
Mm-hmm.
You want to believe that. You want to believe the best in people.
Right.
And that things like that will never happen again. And the truth of the matter is, if anybody out there is being abused and they hear this, I hope they know it's not going to get any better. Get out and get help. Seek therapy. Seek somebody you're comfortable with and talk to them about this, because it doesn't get better. And a lot of men and women end up dead because they believe it's going to get better, that they'll change, that they didn't mean to do it, they were just mad, or they were drunk or high. That's not the truth. They would have done it without the alcohol or drugs. As a matter of fact, they just did that to get the courage up to do what they were already imagining in their head.
Right.
And so I'm hoping that by coming up here and sharing it, that maybe somebody might hear it and know I could have been dead. I was lucky. I believe God was watching out for me.
Yeah,
But
I don't think you're a survivor. You're not lucky.
you
You survived
right.
that. You're
Exactly.
a survivor.
thank you.
8 years.
No, seriously, Corinne, you are a survivor. Because, you know, it took you courage for you to get out. And you decided to walk away. That's survivor. That's strong enough as it is. And you did the best thing that you did for yourself as well as your children. Because I always say the physical abuse goes away, but that mental abuse is the hardest thing to forget. And 3 years worth of therapy, you found who you are as a person.
Right.
You
And I
built back
still
up your self-esteem.
I still deal with the mental and emotional abuse that went on, which my therapist told me, you know, I would, but I have tools to deal with it. When I feel that I'm not worthy to walk out the door because of, you know, that I'm too ugly or too fat or whatever, I know what to do about it now, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that for a long time until therapy. Walking away is only the first step. You got to have somebody who's objective. You can't just go to your best friend and talk to them about it, because they're not objective. They think that guy's a low-life a-hole, and they're not going to understand that there's still feelings there.
Yeah.
You know, when I tried to talk to my friends and I said, I'm kind of sad that it ended because I still love him. And they're like, how could you love somebody like that? You know, and you need somebody who can understand that you still have feelings. You're not going back, but you still have feelings for that person.
Especially if you have a child with that person.
Right. You know, and so I always told my kids, be very picky about who you're with, because when you make a choice to be with that person, you're making a choice that you may have to deal with them for the rest of your life. You know, and right up until my ex-husband died, I had to deal with him. You know, I still have to deal with him. He's not even alive, and I still deal with some of the crap that he put on me.
I can imagine so.
I mean, the good thing is the nightmares of him showing up at my door ended when I found out he died. But, you know, I mean, I had a daughter. She's 31 now. And so I had to deal with him, and I still had to talk to him on the phone and stuff. You know, and he would try to act like we were good friends or something and laugh on the phone and that. I was like, I have nothing to say to you except this is what I need to let you know about your daughter. You know, I'm not going to say
nothing ever happened.
Right. Right. And that seems to be a real good thing that abusers do. They're very charming. They can make people laugh. People around say, I don't know what your problem is with him. All he ever does is joke around. He's funny. You know, they're very charismatic, and they don't see the other side of it. Because a lot of times, most of it gets kept behind doors. I didn't even realize what a coward he was until this guy who lived across the hall came out in the hallway, because he was beating me up in the apartment building in the hallway. And I didn't understand. I was screaming for help. Not one man came out to help me until I knocked on the door across the hall from me. And that guy came out, and this guy was like 5'2". And all he said was Ted, and he stopped and he turned and looked at the guy, and then he stopped and you know, like he didn't want this guy to see what he had been doing. You know, and here my blood is all up and down the walls of the apartment building wall and stuff. And I ran into the apartment and locked the door on him, and he didn't have his keys. And he called the police. I didn't. He called them. I didn't have a phone. And told the police to come and kick me out of the apartment. You know, because he was drunk. He didn't stop and think of what he was doing. And he said, okay, you guys don't want to get here, because he didn't figure they were coming fast enough. He said, I'll go finish the job. They said, hold on, sir. What do you mean you're going to go finish the job? He said, well, I already started it. I'll just go finish it. And the police were there and caught him before he could get up the stairs, thank God. Because he probably would have figured out a way to get in the apartment and finish the job, you know. And, yeah, I look back on now how scary it was. But I don't remember being scared at the time. I just remember trying to figure out how to make things work.
Do you mind telling me, Kareem, what years was that happening? Was it in the 80s, the 90s?
It was in, let's see, it was in the 80s, because my daughter was born in 85. So it was from 83 until 91, 92, 91.
And back those days, the domestic violence laws wasn't changed. It just kind of walked away and left women.
Yeah,
with him.
I went through this as they were going through a lot of those changes. At first, the police didn't want to do anything. In my case, they did arrest him, you know, because I was in pretty bad shape. I had his handprints on my throat. I don't even remember him choking me. I had my chin cut open. My lip was all busted open, and my nose was so swollen you couldn't tell it was a nose. You know, my both eyes were black from him punching me in the nose, you know, in the bridge there. And I had to go to the hospital so they could stitch me up and stuff. And when I went to talk to the detective back then, the state did not press charges. The wife had to go down and sign the paper, fill out everything. You know, and that was the problem, because a lot of women, and probably even men that got abused, you know, you're asking somebody who just got beat up, who's shaken up, to then go downtown and deal with a bunch of police officers to press charges against your husband. And a lot of times, you know, if it's early in the abuse, they don't have marks to prove their point. They didn't do anything until I had been cut up and beat up really bad. And then the cop said, instead of charging him with domestic abuse, because he won't get anything for that, I want to charge him with terroristic threats. I said, okay. And that's the only reason that he did any time. And even with being charged with terroristic threats, he got time served and was put on 5 years probation. And the second time that he did it, they said, if you hit her again, you're going down for, they had this time hanging over his head. They didn't give him that time hanging over his head. When he went to court after he tried to kill me the second time, they gave him more probation is what they did. And so then he found out where I went for therapy, and he would just sit there on the lawn across from the therapy office and would yell to me, I'm 500 feet away from you, you know, and things like that. And it wasn't until I got strong enough to turn around and look at him and walk over and say, and I'm 100 feet away from you now. Leave me the hell alone. I'm not afraid of you. I just want you away from me. When I got strong enough to face him and just let him know I wasn't going to run in fear from him, that's when he started leaving me alone. But otherwise, he would taunt me. He'd go to public places and he'd yell to me that he was keeping the parameters of the
protection order.
Yeah, the protection order. Thank you. But he wasn't. I mean, he was harassing me verbally, but the police wouldn't do anything about it as long as he kept so many feet away from me. So yeah, I was going through when there was a lot of things going on trying to change things back then. And I was even working with some of the domestic abuse programs to try and change things. The hard part is you try to change it for the better to protect victims, but there are people out there that manipulate that to get even with their significant others and stuff like that. So it's a really hard fence to walk. You know what I mean? Because I've seen people take what we have worked really hard to get in place to protect people, and other people have manipulated it to hurt people so they can say you can't see your kids or, you know, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard because, you know, you watch it and you just want to hurt somebody when you see that they're manipulating the system, and it does get manipulated. And that's the unfortunate side is, and I feel sorry for some of the police that got to deal with it because they're like, okay, is this a real situation or is this a situation that this woman manipulated or this man manipulated so that they could get the kids and get this person out of their lives? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very hard situation. And now, well, in Minnesota, I know the law has changed that if there's a fight between two people, both have to be arrested. That it is not up to the police to decide who was the aggressor. So,
Because men get abused just as much as women get abused, but we don't talk about that.
right, exactly. And I started learning that after I went through what I did, I started volunteering, talking to different domestic abuse groups and stuff like that about it, sharing with women. And when I went to this one group to share, I thought I was sharing with women like usual. There were a couple of young men in there, and they came up to me afterwards, and they were telling me their stories, and they had just as bad stories as I did. They had gotten beaten down because they were always raised not to put their hands on a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And that freaked me out. I went home, sat my kids down. They weren't even old enough to be dating yet. And I said, you boys don't put your hands on women. You girls, someone puts their hands on your brother, you better get over there and do something about it.
That's true.
You know, and I said, and if a boy puts his hands on your sister, you get your butt over there and you deal with it. So that's what I did about it. After I heard those boys' stories, when I realized men get abused too, and I did not want my sons or daughters to go through that.
True.
So that's how I handled it.
Connie, you're such a strong woman. I have
Yeah,
so
you
much
are.
respect for you. You are.
Thank you. I'm not that strong, though.
You might not think you are, Connie, but by you telling your stories to people out here and telling the stuff that you had to go through, that's strength that no one can sit there and take from you. You are strong. You are.
You are strong.
That's right.
Because I was just sitting up here listening to you.
Who's that,
Like,
Raphael?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, dude.
Hey, like for real, you are strong, man. And I got one rule when it comes to hitting on women and all that type of stuff. I don't put my hands on women, period, because I saw my mother get beat down. You know, not physically, because my mama is not that type of person, but just beat down mentally with my father. So I was just like, I'm never gonna do that to a woman, period. Now, it have been times where I wanted to break my rule or whatever, but I never did. Not one time. And trust me, it's been a great deal. So,
Thank you.
Okay,
I
thank you,
appreciate
brother.
that. But I'm still like a very emotional person, so I don't consider myself strong because I cry easy, and you know, like even sharing my story, I had to like breathe so I don't break down because. So I don't consider myself very strong. You know, I see a lot of other women who are very strong and able to tell their stories without that.
yeah. But you know what? People tell me I'm strong all the time. And when they say that, I just be like, I ain't strong worth a damn because I cry a lot too. Because I'm a Cancer. And Cancers, we big old crybabies. At least that's what my sister tell me. And which we are.
I'm
So,
Aries, so I don't think I have that excuse.
But in order to show emotion shows your strength. When you hide your emotions, you hide who you really are. You're weaker. So always remember that. To show emotion shows more strength. To hide it is when you're weak.
Thank you. Well, I wish I was more like you. I listen to you all the time on Chris's show, and you're so strong and beautiful.
yes, you are, like, for real. Like, I wish I could be strong like that. Like, for real.
Yeah, but I have my weak moments as well. I'm just as human as everybody else is too. But
Exactly.
one thing I
I'm
always tell people is that I put my faith in God. I've been through trials and tribulations from breast cancer twice, surviving that. I've learned to love myself first and let life lead me instead of letting stress and negativity lead my world. That's why I try to tell everyone. Sometimes we forget why we're here. On all of us, why not enjoy while we're here and bring positivity to yourself and to your family? Still have fun, but make something of your life while you're here on earth. Because when it's gone, it's gone.
There you go. Salute.
Salute. I salute you for that.
Yeah.
That's true. Faith in God is the most strongest thing that I have. God in me is my biggest strength. When I learned how to see me the way God sees me is when I knew that my ex-husband had lied to me.
But it took a strong woman to stand. It took a strong woman to sit here and tell her story, and that there to me is strong.
Yeah, I got to get into it. Yeah, because 8 years, Jesus Christ, man.
Clovis, you too.
Yeah,
so I look
you
at
too.
what
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
I look at you. You know, I think that's the beauty of women is that we can gather to the next generation of girls and explain to them the same situation that you've been through, we've been through. It's been since the beginning of time. But it's what you do with yourself and how do you influence the next generation that can change everything. Right. And that's sad because these girls that we have of this generation is lost. Completely lost.
They're horrible. They're horrible, dude. Whew. Especially in Detroit.
That's why I hate when the media and music glorify putting down people or glorify abuse, you know, and stuff like that. I hate that.
I hate it too because it shouldn't be glorified. That's not something that you should get a reward for. Yay! I just punched my woman in the eye. Like, I hate it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it also works that way. Women have to learn to keep their hands to themselves too. Because women have a tendency to put their hands on men. And my father always told me, you don't want a man to hit you, keep your hands to yourself. Because there are some men that are out there that won't look at you as a woman and you put yourself in the place as a man.
That's true. I've heard men say that. I've heard men say if you want to put your place, you know, step in the place of a man, then I'll treat you like a man. So there are men out there that will knock you back down if you put your hands on them. And I don't think a woman has a right to put her hands on a man any more than a man has a right to put his hands on a woman.
That's on a woman.
Because I don't want you hitting me, so why would I want to hit you?
It'll hit you. Exactly. Yeah. But I don't know what's wrong with this new generation. I recently went to the movies with this ex of mine, and she just started going crazy because I wouldn't pay $20 to buy her some headphones. She started hitting me and stuff, but I didn't like I said, I didn't break my rule. That was my one test that night. I was like, Lord, okay, like look, like all right, like you, because it's just like these women nowadays, they crazy. They think it's okay, and she is still to this day. She still try to justify it, and I'm like, it's no justifying it. She like, I said I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
I hate when people do that because they think sometimes sorry supposed to fix everything, and it doesn't. It really doesn't.
It really don't. Cause she almost broke my chair. My chair already fucked up.
Right.
Dude. So, and I got an equipment eval coming up and stuff, so I can get me another one. But still, this chair already messing up, and she hit it. And when she hit it, I thought it was broke. And the reason why I got so mad, not because she was hitting on me, because I thought my chair was broke. Because it was dead and stuff like that. And I told her, I'm like, there's no way you could justify it. There's no way. So
Damn.
I gotta learn, and that's why I don't go out that often. I don't go out with people that often. I live in Detroit, Michigan. That's why I don't go out no more. I used to go to my friend's house every now and then. I done stopped doing that. I just been staying to myself. And it's because of this. Stupid
Ralph,
shit like that happen.
You mind me asking, I'm looking at your picture. What happened to you, man?
Oh, I don't mind. It's okay. I have cerebral palsy, and I was born with it at 7 months. So I was 7 months premature. They said I didn't get enough oxygen to the brain, and I'm proud to actually say that I'm 21 because the doctors, when I was first born, they said I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have turned one. But God still, God,
I gave it to you. You proved them
God,
wrong.
like they said I wasn't. They said I wasn't gonna walk or talk or do nothing. Basically, they said I was gonna be a vegetable. The walking part they was right about, and trust me, I've tried to, get the surgery, but my doctor, she always tells me it's too late, and I don't even ask her about it anymore.
Dude, you a walking blessing too, brother.
Huh?
You a walking blessing too, brother. They told you weren't supposed to make it past one. Shit, here you is 20 years later. Hey, salute to you, bro.
Amen.
Salute to
My
you.
niece has
I need DJC.
palsy.
I need DJC to come back. Where he at?
Yeah, cause
my niece has cerebral palsy, and she's about to turn 18.
Wow.
Wow.
And guess what? I have like accomplished my one goal, and now I'm working on my other one, which was I wanted to go to college. I'm 2 years late, but I'm in college right now. Just registered.
There you go, brother. There you go, brother.
It's never too late to go to college.
Yeah, there you go, brother.
No, it's not.
My old boy started to take some courses again. I might be the oldest one in the classroom, but hey.
No, it's never.
I didn't get my degree till I was 35.
I'm just saying because I felt like it was too late. And the stuff that I'm learning in college right now, like basic math 100, and they got all this algebra in it and all that type of stuff. I did not learn none of that stuff in high school because I went to a special ed high school, so they don't teach you. They just teach you the basics like subtraction, multiplication, and addition. They didn't teach me none of this stuff. So now this stuff is just like, what the fuck is this? Like I have to like I need a tutor right now. This math class is kicking my behind because all I've been getting is like 72. 72 is like it's a magic number. No, like.
Hey, brother, don't feel bad. Math ain't never been one of my strong points either, man. But other than that, brother, hey, you got some good things going for you, my guy. You really do, man. I'm happy to hear that, man. Damn.
Hell, I don't even understand math nowadays. But my son be like, "Mommy, can you help you with what? Who? What's the calculator?"
Go Google it.
You ain't lying.
I know that's right because and everybody in my class, because I have an exam coming up on Tuesday. That's why I've been chilling since the last day of class, which was Wednesday, because Chris, you got an exam coming up, but you can't use the calculator. I'm like, I'm gonna find a way to use the calculator some type of way. I'm not gonna be cheating off of nobody else's paper, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to find some type of way, because like I said, I'm literally like, wow. I just be sitting in class just so shocked because I'm trying to learn everything that he said, everything, all this algebra and all this, and oh Jesus, it's just I wish I was exposed to a little bit more. I wish
if I lived closer to you, I'd tutor you, but I don't live that close to you. I love math.
Do you?
Wow.
Yeah,
I hate it.
My dad, when I was a kid, I'd come home, he'd give me math riddles all the time. That was
And I'm a numbers freak.
Yeah. my riddles.
Well, I know who I need to send my taxes to.
I know, right?
I do about 200 of them a year. Shit.
I used to work for.
Give your sister a discount.
I used to work for H&R Block, so.
Wow.
That's why I pay a tax attorney for, because I be sitting there crying like, I don't know, what is this? What is that? Here's all the receipts in the box. Figure it out for me, please.
All my friends and family come to me. I do theirs for free. So
I don't charge nobody.
Ralph, brother, like I said, but you are a walking blessing, bro, and you're not giving up, man. You still going, brother, and that's the way it should be, man. Because for you to say,
but Chris, sometimes I really want to give up. Like literally,
I know.
Sometimes I want to throw in the towel. Like sometimes I just want to say, "Boop, I'm done with this bull crap," because I feel like I'm 2 years late. And people keep telling me, you're not 2 years late, you only 21. I'm like, yeah, I am, because I didn't get exposed to none of this math bull crap.
But you know what? To tell you the honest truth, the first 2 years of college, you wasted anyway. You don't know what the hell you're doing. So by the time your third year come, which about 2021, now you're trying to figure it out. So you're right on track. That's all. You had a 2-year vacation. Trust, you did.
Chris, thank you for letting me come on the panel and share my story. I'm gonna step off so everybody else can have their turns and stuff like that.
Hey, we got plenty of room, babe. So you ain't gotta leave.
And Corrine, I like your name because it's my sister's name. She spelled it the same way, Corrine.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't like it because I didn't know anybody named Corrine. But now I like my name. I'm glad my mom and dad gave me the name they gave me.
But we used to call her Chlorine.
I know somebody named.
When I lived in Tennessee, they used to say Corrine. They put the emphasis on that O. I can't do exactly like they did, but yeah. And I thought that was just so cool.
She's 49 now. My sister's 49. Yeah, that's one. It was one of them names. My mother said it was one of them names back in the late 60s and early 70s.
I'm 53, so yeah.
My mom, I hate my middle name. Because I hate it. My middle name is Anthony, and if anybody knows who that is, I know who that is. He's like a famous. Yeah, it's Fanfrennee. So,
wasn't he an author though?
No, he was like a famous basketball player.
Anthony Hardaway?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't like it, and I don't like when I do my job applications and stuff because I'm looking for me a job. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a 2-week assessment and going to school at the same time. But yeah, I don't even put my middle name on my application. If they ask me my middle name, I tell them, but don't put it on my application.
Take care. God bless everybody. And I'm going to go
back to
everybody.
It was nice. I enjoyed your conversation. I did.
Me too. I enjoyed this story.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me share. I'm hoping that it'll help other people who might go through it.
I hope so.
And Ralph, you too, brother. If anybody else listening, going through the same thing you're going through, brother, I hope they're listening to you too, bro.
And you are very strong. I really have a lot of respect for you, Raphael, for what you went through and how you're dealing with it. Keep going strong. You'll get that, man. You'll get it.
Yeah, I know I'm going to get it.
Send me a message and I'll try to help you.
There you go. It's a tutor online.
Okay. My Facebook is Raphael Hartwick. That's RaphaelHardWick.
He gonna give out that Facebook name.
Okay, RADWICK.
Huh?
RADWICK is your last name.
Hardwick.
HARDWICK. That's my last name. Cause I really need a tutor really bad, and they don't have one at my school. So I'm kind of like, I be trying to look for people to tutor me at school. Like, hey, you tutoring? I will pay somebody to tutor me.
No,
For
you don't
somebody
have
to
to
have,
help. I do it. I would help you for free.
because
Well, how
this
about
is
that, man? How
Hey,
about that,
man.
brother? How about that, brother? How about
because
that?
I tell people like at my school I'll be like I'll pay you $20 if you could tell me what this stuff is like. Oh,
Right.
But that's odd that you going to school and they don't have no tutors. What's going on with that?
Yeah, that is
see
weird.
see what it is it's not that they don't have a tutor. It's just that she worked in so many other departments and they and was I met with the lady. I came up, they told me to come up there as early as you can. I got there around 8 o'clock, 9, and when I got up there, she wasn't available. The one of the people at my school told me to wait until 11:30 and then come back. I'm like, okay, but y'all told me to be here as early as possible. Alrighty. So I went back at 11:30. She came and met with me, and this is what she told me. She said she only covers what is in the book. And Chris,
The
my
book?
professor, she only does she only does what's in the book. And I said, well, do you help with homework? And she said no. And from then on, I just said, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm gonna try to do this myself or try to get some help from my family, which that's not successful. But I've been
Dude, let me do a quick real talk with you real quick. I'm just gonna talk to you for a minute. What you just said, it sounded like that person was just lazy and didn't want to help you, period. That's what it sounded like to me. They just didn't want to help you at all. And usually some people look at somebody like you and don't want to be bothered with you because I actually work with people like you. You know, I work with people who's mentally challenged and who's handicapped. I've been doing it for 10 years. So I know how
let
some
me
people look at you sometimes.
But
Yeah,
let me say this to you, Chris. It's not only that at the school. I'm asking them to simply raise the tables up so I can get up under the tables at the school. I've filled out the form that they asked you to fill out. I've complained, and they say they're going to get back to me in a week. And I talked to the campus president all the freaking time about the same thing. And she tells me, oh, I'm going to have somebody come in and raise the tables up that Wednesday. That Wednesday came, did nobody show up in that classroom. And
Jesus Christ.
and another thing is I get stuck in the bathroom because the door is too heavy for me to get myself out. So I came up with a solution that if I have to use the bathroom, I have to hold it until I come to my house because they're not going to do anything about it because they said it's a privacy issue. And I'm like, well, I don't need nobody to actually come in the bathroom and assist me or nothing like that. I just need y'all to kind of like fix it to where I can get out this door. Because
It's supposed to be handicap friendly. They have codes and regulations by state, by law that they're supposed to. What school is this?
Right? I was about to say
What
that.
school is this?
They need to be reported or something, bro.
This is WC3 downtown campus in Detroit, Michigan.
Hold on. What is that? W3? The letter 3?
WC3. Yes.
WC3.
Downtown campus.
What's WC stand for?
That stands for Wayne Community College. But hold on.
That's discrimination, brother. What it sounds like to me, man.
Because when I went to my access meeting, because when you are a disabled student and you need help, that's what access is for. When I went to my access meeting, I talked to her about it. And she said, oh, well, that's a privacy issue and we can't do nothing about it. You're going to have to bring a personal caretaker with you. And I'm sorry, but My family, they have other things to do. They come to school with me and constantly open the bathroom door to help me get out the bathroom. It's just not gonna happen. So what I did was I just said, okay, if y'all not gonna do nothing, I'm not going to go in y'all bathroom.
Wait.
And
Aaron, is that the number you just gave to that community college he's talking about, Aaron?
He said that's the number. Raph, my man Leroy in the chat, he said, is that North Carolina?
Huh?
You're not in North Carolina, are you?
No, in Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit.
Oh, you're in Detroit, okay. He put in there NC, so my man DJ just say, what's going on, brother? What's going on, my guy? Salute to you. Raph, let me talk to you for a minute, brother, because somebody said I probably need to do a one-on-one with you, so I'm gonna take the time to do it with you now. I call mine real talk, so let me do a real talk with you real quick, brother. You mentioned your family a couple of times, and you don't sound like you had nothing really nice to say about them. How do they look at you? Do you have your father in your life, or what?
Huh?
Your parents. You mentioned your parents a couple of times.
All my parents are deceased.
Damn.
My dad, he's alive, but he's not in my life. He just run the streets or whatever, doing what he want to do. But
Wow.
my grandma, it's 2 years it was 2 years last week, and this next year will be 10 years for my mother, and I don't even talk to, like my daddy's side of the family like that, because they really taking my daddy's side. So it ain't nothing I can do about it. I just pray for them, and that's all I can do.
You say you stay with your grandma? Hello?
Yeah.
You say you stay with your grandma?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you say you stay with your grandma?
I stay with my brother.
Oh, you stay with your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. But I go through things. I go through a lot of things dealing with this campus, but I take it with a grain of salt, because like my cousin told me, he said, you're going to go through the same thing when you go to a university. So it's not going to matter. Even if I do get things changed at this university, I thought about calling Sam, but I'm like, he's not really going to take this serious. Nobody really takes this serious. So, and I just came up with that solution, and it seems to be working for me. Or if I really got to use the bathroom, I go in a bathroom, but that's about it. I try to use the bathroom about 3 or 4 times to make sure my bladder is empty, so I don't have to, go in a bathroom. So,
how do you and your brother get along, bro?
It's okay.
You didn't sound too assured when you said that.
Me and my brother, we really don't get along, because he does his own thing. I do my own thing. I just pay him rent for staying here.
Okay.
And like, in all honesty, I just wish things. But like my cousin told me, I think I'm doing the right thing by just not even, because I'm tired of filling out a form about this same issue. And trust me, I've talked to them. I'm done. I don't wipe the slate clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm done talking to them about the same issue that I've been trying to get resolved ever since I've been in school. I just got in school like May the 17th of this year. So I like and like my cousin told me, he said you're gonna go through the same problem when you go to a university. So
Damn, brother.
It's just like in Detroit, Michigan, they really don't have mm, they really don't follow most businesses in Detroit, Michigan follow the Disabilities Act and all that, but I know for a fact that WC3 do not. Period. I know that for a fact. But that's not. I'm over it. And matter of fact, I do YouTube videos too, and I did like a whole thing about because the computers weren't working at WC. The computers aren't working at WC3 like they supposed to, and so and my professor complained about it, and the students is complaining because we spending $1,000 in tuition. And y'all don't have y'all computers working, but they said that they gonna have Windows 10 in January when we come back. I'm like, really? I'm like, we need that right now. But I'm just like, I'm over WC3. Hopefully it'll be better when I go to a university, but I doubt it. So
Hey, brother, they put some information in the Hangouts, man. So you get a chance to look in the Hangouts and check out their information, brother.
Yeah, 24-hour tutoring.
Man,
I'm mad right now. I am. I'm trying to calm my nerves. I am.
Saying, brother,
They're quick to take the check, but they don't want to sit there and do what they're supposed to. They want the federal grant money, but they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Wow.
And they took me through and don't even mention the financial aid because they've been taking me through the ringer because I don't have no parents. So the lady finally called me like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she asked me like, well, Raphael, what is going on with you? Because your financial aid is not even going through right now. Your financial aid is not being processed. And I just explained to her, like, I don't have no parents. My mama gone, my grandmama gone. I don't have no
Don't you have a
parents.
social worker, though? Don't you have a disability social worker? Have you talked to her or him?
Well, I got it resolved because the lady told me all I needed to do was bring my birth certificate. And I brought it down there, and she said that she was going to talk to me about what I need to do from here going forward as far as registering for my financial aid. And she told me just check orphan at the court, and then it'll go through. So that's what I did when I renewed for my spring, and it went through. Everything went through. I'm going to have my book voucher and everything. But like I said, WC3 they're not following what is called. I'm gonna say this. They have a handicap accessible stall once you get into the bathroom. But I'm talking about once you get out. I don't know if you ever seen it. Any of y'all from different states, but they have a button. Before you leave to get out of the bathroom, they have a button on the thing, and you just push it, and it automatically opens.
Yeah, you don't have that?
They don't have that at WC3.
They're supposed to have automatic doors. They're supposed to. For wheelchair accessibility. Do you receive SSI disability?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have a caseworker, correct? Mm-hmm. Have you brought this up to your caseworker? Raphael?
Yes, I have. And she told me to talk to WC3 about it. But that's all I've been doing since I've been in school. But like I said, I don't make a big deal about it. I just try to use the bathroom while I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Try to make myself go to the point where I don't have to
You have every right, just as any individual that goes to that school, to be able to use the bathroom at any given time. You should not have to sit there and cater your life to fix something that they're supposed to automatically give to you. And that's not right for you to sit there and have to go to the bathroom before you go to school. What happens one of the days when you might have a bad day? God forbid.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But like
you have to sometimes fight for yourself, Raphael. You have to. You deserve it.
I've been trying to fight, but all they make you do is fill out this form. And then they say, oh, district, they'll contact you in a week. Okay, well, y'all, I mean, for real, like, this is becoming, like, and that's why I'm kind of happy I'm getting a month off of school because of all this type of stuff. I'm kind of happy I'm almost done, and I go back in the spring, June 17th, after this semester. But like I said, I'm done. I'm done fighting with them about stuff because I have talked to them until they blew in the face. I even asked her, like, well, can y'all hire me like a personal aide to kind of like go to the bathroom with me and just make sure I get out? And she was like, no, we can't do that. And I was like, okay. So I've done all I can do. It's just that WC3, they don't want to do nothing. And check this out. I went to an orientation through this company called JBS for this 2-week assessment. And even she was like, they're not following the Disabilities Act. Even she said it. The lady at orientation, she was like, even we have the button on the door for you to get out. What? It's just, and trust me, I do fight for myself. If I see something wrong, I'm gonna say something about it. But it's up to WC3 to follow up and do something about it. And if they don't, then it's nothing I can do physically. I can't make them. The only let me tell you something. When you first get to WC3, it's a button on the door for you to get into the building, but not a button on the door for you to get out the bathroom. And I've been stuck in the bathroom for about maybe 2 or 3 hours. So, and I take transportation, and my transportation only wait 5 minutes. And there's been times where I had to go to the bathroom real bad, and I just waited until I got home, and I just used the bathroom because it's like it's a company that they have in Detroit, Michigan. It's called Metro Lift, and Metro Lift rule of thumb is they want you to be. I don't sit outside because it's cold now, but they want you to be sitting outside waiting for them. So I have to be looking out for them and stuff like that. So I don't have time to go in the bathroom, try to get myself out because I don't have time.
Hey, what's the dean of your school name or the president of the school? What's he or she name?
Huh?
The dean of the school or the president of the school, he or she, what's their name?
I don't know, but I can get it for you, Chris.
Okay, you do that, brother. You do that, brother.
Cause I go back to school on Tuesday, so I can get the company I can get the campus president name, but I don't know what's that gonna do. Because
Just find out for us, Raphael. Just find out the campus president's name and the dean's name. Okay. Look in your directory, it's going to be listed in there.
Yeah, Chance says she want to help you look for it, brother. Man, dude.
Metro cheese and bread, man. Okay,
hey, salute to you, brother. salute to you, man. You is going through it, man. And your brother just sitting back and ain't help you do shit, right?
No, except for, he helped get me up and stuff like that. But as far as anything else, as far as when I have problems in school and all that type of stuff, he don't help. So,
Mm. Mm.
so
They say your campus president is Denise Shannon. That's who your campus president is.
yeah,
Uh,
that's her name,
um, Norman
Denise.
McRae is the dean of campus operation, evening administrator.
Drop that in the chat room, Aaron, or somebody.
Yeah, man, we gonna get you some help, brother. I mean, the people's are real, man. They gonna get you some help, brother, because this is ridiculous. This is sad, and this is fucking sick. It's real sick, man.
I know it is. It's ridiculous and it's sad, but I just learned to deal with it. I take things for what they are, and I know I shouldn't, but
Take your time, brother.
yeah, I mean, it is ridiculous. It's sad to have to go through this, have to do different things, but I've been doing pretty well. And now I'm on this bladder medicine to where if I take it, I won't go to the bathroom. So it kind of slows it down for me. So that's good in a certain way, so to speak. So, yep. But like I said, I've talked to my campus president, and they've said that that's a privacy issue, and I haven't talked to the dean at my school. I never talked to the dean.
Maybe it's about their time, too, brother.
Oh, it is.
It's their time, brother. Real talk, man, because this is sad, man.
I mean,
Raphael, just
Chris,
because your family won't help you doesn't mean that other people won't step into that.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly.
And that's what you need to understand. Sometimes you have to ask for help, even if it's from a stranger. And guess what? I know as mad as I am, and there's other people that's mad in that chat room, just as well as Chris and all of us that's on this panel. And sometimes you have to go to other people to sit there and fight for you when you can't fight for yourself. I just pray I can speak English when I talk to this heifer.
you made me laugh. I needed that. Thank you.
Brother, I think we all needed that after hearing that, brother. I think we all.
Because I've been on this little emotional roller coaster because my grandmother's death date was on the 14th, and her funeral was on the 25th. So I've been kind of like on this. I've been on this emotional roller coaster, trying to get myself off of it. But and I know my grandmama would be pissed right about now.
Wow.
She would be. But I mean, I've talked to the campus president. Believe me, I have. But they say the same thing all the time. It's a privacy issue. So okay, it's a privacy issue, and that's why I just don't say nothing anymore, and I just go use the bathroom at home. Like I be like, hold on, wait a minute. Hello, how is everybody? I'd be like, gotta go use the bathroom. And trust me. Boy. So, Chris, what do you do as when you working with, with people such as myself?
I assist with everyday living skills, whatever it's helping with laundry, cooking, bathing, dressing. I do all of it, brother. I do all of it.
So do you work in a group home or?
I go to their house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're a personal caretaker.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
And that's why I say, brother, it's amazing that you're saying that you're going through that. You don't even have that. A caretaker, somebody who can at least spend a few hours with you when you're not in school. I believe you
Yeah.
can get it. I believe you can get it. You just ain't got the right people to help you, man. Well, sound like you ain't got nobody who's trying to help you.
I got a staff, but my staff, he's not really consistent. My brother, he be real busy with his 3 kids. He is my personal caretaker, and he is supposed to, do certain things and all that type of stuff, but he be busy, so I
But
don't be
doesn't he
wanting
get
no.
paid to do that though? Isn't that what the government is paying
He
him to
can.
do?
I think he can get paid for it, yeah.
Does he get
Yeah,
paid, Raphael?
yes, he does.
Then that's his
638.
responsibility as well. He gets paid
Mhm.
monthly to take care of you. You're not a paycheck. You're a person.
So he pretty much getting paid off you to do shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's what he doing. He pretty much getting paid. I said, that's why I say, man, we family, we ain't shit, man. Especially with family members that got people in your situation, we ain't shit, man. Real ain't. I understand you got kids and all that, bro. I mean, he got kids and all that, bro. But you got kids and just getting money for not doing shit, bro. Real talk.
Basically.
How do you get fed? Do he at least go out and get you something to eat or cook you something to eat or what?
He he will cook me something to eat. My auntie really does all the cooking in the house, but like my brother, he's the type of person that if I ask him to buy me something to eat, he'll say, "Okay, I'll buy it," but then make me pay him back whatever he
Oh,
spent
Oh,
on
wait,
the
hold
food.
on.
hold up,
Oh, my,
hold up, hold up,
Let me bite my
hold
tongue.
up.
And then no, but wait a minute, that's not it. I went I was walking to school because I didn't have bus fare to get back and forth. One day I got back home at 3 o'clock in the morning because my chair had went dead and my navigation took me out of my it was basically taking me back to the school and I didn't notice until I actually looked. And so he just said, "Well, Raphael, I'm gonna give you the money to get back and forth." Okay, cool. And then when that next month came, and I give him $300. When that actual month actually came, he was like, "Where's my money for for me paying for you to get to school?" And I was like, "What?" Uh,
I tell you, family members ain't shit. They
and I
ain't
was like,
shit.
and I was and I had and Chris, I just had took $100 out of the bank to pay for myself to get back and forth to school because that's something normal I always does. But it just sometimes I run out of money quickly.
I
So
imagine so.
and and I and you know what I told him? I said, "Well, Kevin,
Raphael, who takes care of your money?
I do."
Okay, you have a bank account,
hmm
a savings account.
I don't have a savings account. It's just a
Okay,
regular
does anyone have
debit.
access to your bank account?
No, not except for me.
Only you. That's very good. That's good on that part. Now you sit there and
Yeah,
say that your auntie does all the cooking. Do you, your aunt, and your brother all live in the same house?
yeah.
Okay, so he's your caretaker, but your aunt does the cooking. Who washes your clothes?
My aunt,
All right, who you say your brother gets you up in the morning, but who makes sure your clothes is ironed, clean, and gets you dressed in the morning?
my brother.
So you just get you dressed in the morning, and your aunt does your basic needs, right?
hmm
Who goes to grocery shopping for you? Your aunt or your brother?
Well, who's nobody goes grocery shopping for me. They go grocery shopping for the whole entire house.
And you give
So,
your money towards the food that's bought in the house, right?
no, I was, but my brother told me to stop
Why?
because he didn't know that I was giving my auntie $100 because I because I didn't sit down with him and discuss it. So
You get food stamps or something for food?
Do I? Yeah,
Yeah.
I only get like $16.
Okay.
Damn. Really?
So basically, you're saying that your aunt was taking $100 from you to buy groceries, and your brother told you to stop. Out of his check that he gets to caretake for, that he's your caregiver, does he contribute to the household for your food out of that check?
To be honest with you, I don't know what he does because all I know is he gets 648. That's all I know. And when the
Okay.
case when the case manager shows up, I have to be there. That's all I know.
That's why
That's
you're doing
my
it because you don't
Yeah.
know. That's why you're doing it because you don't know. As long as
And
you
that's
don't
what I'm
know,
saying.
he
You
gonna
have
fuck
to
you
learn
over.
to be responsible for yourself now because unfortunately, that same $648 that he's getting every month, someone like Chris that does the caretaking for people that with disability, he does more for people that he at his job compared to what your own family members are doing for you.
Exactly.
And
Dude,
sometimes
I
your
Yeah.
work with
family
so many.
cannot be your caretaker. Sometimes you need a private individual to take care of you.
Dude, I work with so
Okay.
many folks,
Okay.
man. Their family
Okay.
member won't even come see them.
Okay. Let me say this to you, Chris. And was am I um
Mimi.
what Mimi? Oh,
Take
okay.
your
I'm
time,
sorry.
bro. Take your time. Take
Um,
your time.
I I was in a group home for 6 months. I left home at 20 and I came back in 6 months because I couldn't take it no more. I came back. When I came back, he was like, I don't want to do it no more. I'm washing my hands. I said, okay, fine, cool. When the lady came, he said he wanted to do it because he like, who else gonna do it?
Mm.
So
Mm-mm. Mm.
so
Have they ever tried to get your own private apartment?
I'm working on that right now.
Because I think to
Yeah.
me, with you being 21, you accept your disability. It doesn't stop you. There are places that you can go to. It could be assisted living, which you have your private owned apartment, and you have people on site to sit there and get you up in the morning. Your money contributes to that, so you can be
Mm-hmm.
more independent. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's not fair for you to be going through what you have, and you're supposed to be surrounded by family. That's your aunt and your brother and his 3 kids, and you all living in a what is it, a 3 bedroom house or apartment or what?
It's a house.
Do you have your own room?
Hmm.
Okay. So if you can have your own room in that house, why not get an apartment for yourself?
I'm working on that right now. My social worker, because I've told her everything, and I wasn't even supposed to do that, but I've told her everything, and she said, "Well, I'm gonna have you out of here in like a couple of months."
Okay. And I think that'd be the best thing for you because to me, you can be self sufficient on your own. And I think that
Yeah.
independence will
Yeah.
give you a lot more positivity and self esteem with yourself.
Real talk. Real talk,
Yeah,
man. Real talk.
yeah.
And get somebody who worked the crowd, man. You get your own shit, man. You can start have your workers come to your house and stuff, man. Cause your dude, I'm sorry, your brother ain't shit. Your brother ain't shit. He ain't.
Chris
And
is not lying.
but you know what, brother? I see this a lot. I work with a lot of people like you, and they family members who put these people in these programs, and you will hardly ever see the parents. You won't see none of their family members. They put them in this program, and it's almost like they say, "Fuck them."
Oh
Real
yeah,
talk.
especially with me personally, I went to a group home for 6 months and then nobody, not one person called. Like I stayed in contact with them, but my sister came to see me one time, my auntie came to see me one time because they felt like I shouldn't have left. They felt like I should have just stayed here.
Mm, 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 mm.
It didn't work out, and they still
So now you back, and it sound like you getting it worse than where you was. So
yeah,
why the hell
true,
they say you should have been there? Why the hell?
true.
I
Because I didn't want to go to another group home, Chris. Because let me tell you something, that group home was terrible. Terrible, terrible. With a capital, oh my goodness.
It was terrible, huh? It was
This
terrible.
terrible with a capital, like terrible. I don't with a capital T, man. Because let me tell you something. I had to. The lady, she wanted me to change my payee. I don't know if you know what that is. It's when you have somebody over your money and things like that.
Yeah, they
And she
call
wanted,
them conservatives, something like that. Conservatives or something like that.
yeah,
Because the people who I work with, some of them have all kind of stuff, OT or PT, speech therapists, conservatives, social workers. They got all that stuff, man. And I guess with the group
and
home,
then
from you put in the group home that you talking about, they put you in this shitty ass group home. That's what it
yeah,
sounded like. Either you just didn't like
yeah,
how things was going there. One of the two. I can't say I wasn't there. But like Mimi
yeah.
said, brother, I'm telling you, you get your own place. I promise you're gonna be in heaven, man, because you get your work. You get somebody coming there and help you every day. They may, I guess, depending on your level of needs, you might get a few hours a day, or you might get somebody with a full shift. Come and
Well,
help you every
well,
day.
well. See, now I'm at half waiver. So, Mimi and Chris, my social worker told me if I was to move or something like that, if I need the extra hours, I got them.
Thank you. There you
She,
go.
Yeah.
There you go. So
That's
what you
what
need
your
to
brother's
focus,
getting
yeah.
paid for. That's what your
So
brother's supposed to be getting that $648 check every day for. Every month.
yeah. So well, yeah, you definitely need to work on trying to get your own shit, man. Cause they telling you that, then yeah, you need to get your own shit, bro. Trust me, you'll be better. You'll be in a better position, and
hmm
you can control
and
your own.
I'll be less stressed out because
Boy,
it's
I
time
thought,
to,
boy, I thought I
it's
was
time.
having a bad day today. Shit, man,
Hmm.
dude, I thought I was having a bad day today, brother. Your story to top the shit I was going through today, bro. It taught me, man. And I know it's not,
No,
and I know it's not good to really say that, but
no, Chris.
No, because
Everybody,
sometimes you're right, Chris.
ev-
Sometimes you see someone else's stress and you can
mhm.
look at yours and say, you know what? Someone has it worse than I do, and I need to focus on that
Yeah,
person more than myself.
That's
yeah,
right.
because my
and,
shit I went through today,
and
brother, is
I,
nowhere near yours, brother. My shit, it can be
and,
fixed though. My shit can be fixed. So
Yeah.
yours can too, but
Make me want to
yeah,
go down to Detroit, I tell you. Make me want to catch a flight to Detroit in a minute. Curse
yeah,
everybody, your family out, the school out, and all in one shot.
right, right. Ralph, brother,
hmm
man, do
but
what you can, brother. Get yourself out the situation you in, man, and make sure you do a follow up with me, man. Or do a follow up
I,
with us, brother.
hmm
Please
because
contact Chris. Please
Yeah,
do.
make
Yes.
sure.
Don't just walk away and drop it. Reach out to Chris. He's there for you. He's telling you that.
Yeah,
Reach out
man.
to someone
yeah,
that
I
knows
don't
the
know how
system.
often. Yeah, I don't know how often you listen to my shows, but
yeah,
I wish DJ
but
Smooth was here. I wish he was here,
but
bro. We definitely
um
need him right now.
But let me say this to you. In Detroit, Michigan, they do not have like a lot of what is called what you were saying, Mimi, like assisted living.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what my social worker has a coworker that knows somebody that works in Canton,
Mm-hmm.
and he has apartments and things like that.
Yeah.
And she said that she was going to follow up with me in December.
Yeah, because that
So
assisted living is you have a one bedroom apartment that's fully handicap accessory, your own kitchen, your own bathroom, your own living room, your own bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you space. It has your
Mm-hmm.
own personal things that you want to do for yourself. Don't think it as a retirement home or don't think it as some disability or group home. It's your own apartment. You push your own key in and out every day. It's just no,
Mm-hmm.
all of this is just more accessible to people that have handicap issues or some people that have disability issues. That's all it is. But it's just an apartment that you
yeah,
pay bills
hmm
for. And that's what your money is
Exactly.
supposed to go for. So you can focus on school, better yourself, and gain yourself. I think to me, once you
yeah,
have the freedom of your own access, you have that self-esteem. You appreciate yourself more. Because
yeah,
cerebral palsy never stopped
because
you now after 21 years. So why should it stop you now?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah,
Facts.
true,
Facts.
true,
Facts,
true.
brother.
You know what,
Facts,
Ralph, if
brother.
that don't work out, Ralph, I'll tell you something right now, sweetheart. If that don't work out, bring your butt on over here. I have an bedroom. I will make sure you find. Okay? Because your story needs to be told and it needs to be handled.
Hey, Raph, I want you to notice something. Somebody brought this to my attention, and somebody just thanked me for this. That's why I love my show and I love my audience. Somebody just sent me a DM and said, brother, thank you for making a show about you. I didn't realize I did that. But they say, thank you for making a show about you. We'll worry about the topic later. And they're absolutely right, brother. But we'll worry about this topic later. So I'm going to change the title to this. I'm going to change the title to the show, I guess, Real Talk with Ralph. And just have all of us talk about you, brother, because, man, dude, your story is one of a kind. Matter of fact, did you used to be on Mad Black panel sometime? You used to be over there with him?
Yeah.
I think I remember.
And Andre.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Chris, you don't remember? I had Yiz do a thing with him one time. They did it for like 2 or 3 hours. Only you dig.
I thought that was Maurice they did that with.
He did both of them.
I remember seeing the one with Maurice, but I don't remember seeing a Ralph.
Well, maybe you have to have fresh set of eyes, Chris. Now you see it for yourself.
Yeah, I do.
And heard it from yourself.
Yeah.
Someone sit there and said that you was abused by your brother abuses you. Someone said that. Is that true?
Someone said that. That might be Bella.
No, it doesn't matter who said it. I'm actually, does your brother abuse you, sweetheart?
Not physically, but not physically. Just
verbally.
Yeah. Like he does, my brother, he's a jokester. He'd be like, Raphael, what is you doing? Raphael, he does stuff like that. And it gets...
Now, do you think he do that to irritate you, or he just try to brighten your mood up?
I think he does it because he be joking around. But sometimes most of the time it really gets on my nerves, especially when I'm trying to study. I just bought myself some pretty good headphones, so I don't have to go to school and like take my test or nothing like that. I could just turn these bad boys up real loud and go ahead and take my test, because I swear every time I'm trying to take a test, Chris, the kids, they just start getting loud and it just
Now you see why you need your own spot for your own peace of mind sometimes.
But you need your own spot, so you get home, you gonna be like woosah. You do a woosah in the book.
In the book.
Because her coworker was like, me and her coworker was crying together because she was like, I hate that he's doing like this. I hate it.
Well, I got a question to ask you, bro, and I hope you said it went well. Dude, how was your holiday?
My holiday, it was pretty good.
Thank you, man. I think it would have been like it was messed up.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I had a little, like I said, Chris, I'm on this emotional roller coaster.
I know you are, brother. A lot of people in your situation are, brother, because how could I put this? A lot of people like you, just because y'all in y'all situation don't mean that y'all dumb. Some of y'all are actually smart as hell, believe me.
Really?
I work with y'all. Y'all are smart as hell, brother. And I don't mean to generalize like they're saying y'all, but I'm just saying it because I've been working with people like you for 10 years. Some of y'all are smart as hell.
You've been working with people like us for 10 years?
10 years, brother. And I learned it from my grandmother because she had a daycare where she raised kids. And every now and then she would help handicapped people. And she taught me how to do that at a young age. So I got into this, I used to work at FedEx. And a friend of mine, rest his soul, he killed himself, but he was telling me about this company. He said he tried to get hired, but they didn't hire him. So I went in and got cool with the security guard, and he told me what to do to get hired, and that's what happened. And I've been doing this since then, brother. But I will tell you this, my guy. I tell you this, my guy.
I salute you for that, because Chris, let me tell you something. taking care of a disabled person is a really, really big responsibility. You know what
It
I'm
is,
saying?
brother. It is.
And and that's and that's what and that's what I know. That's why I don't really bug my brother with a whole bunch of bull crap, because I know this is a big responsibility, and you know it's a lot. It's a lot. And my dad is nowhere to be found. He's not he's non-existent. And my grandparents, they're older, but they're basically taking my dad's side. So I don't even talk to them like that. The only person I really talk to is my uncle, and that's it.
How you feel? How you feel about what's going on with you and your brother? How you feel about your situation?
How he feel about it?
Yeah.
He feels like I need to get my own place too.
There you go. There you
See,
go.
you got a lot of people taking the
hold
same
on. So
thing.
wait. So if he feel like that, why he's not trying to help you get your own shit? If these people in your family feel a certain ways about you, why is nobody not helping you? So now I'm finna get pissed off and start preaching. These folks seeing you in your situation, but ain't nobody doing shit to help you. Why?
Well, my uncle, he went to prison for 25 years,
What they got to do with anything?
but look, I'm about to tell you.
Oh, okay,
He
go
went
ahead.
to he went to prison for 25 years for sexually molesting this 19-year-old girl. So
Oh my God. Oh, I swear.
my I wasn't even supposed to know. The thing is, my sister, she looked him up on a sex offender website, and
Mm-hmm.
she said that he went to prison for 25 years for that. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, I see why he don't come around, because as you know, or if anybody that's on the panel don't know, they're not supposed to be around children.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not
Exactly.
supposed to be around none of that. So I understand where he coming from. But I'm not even supposed to know. My sister told me that before my grandmother passed away, and my grandmother was like, "Why would you look that up and tell him that?"
What
And
the
then
fuck you mean? Why we? What?
Mm.
my grandma was like,
Dude, Jesus.
Cheese and bread. Say cheese and
Cheese
bread.
and bread, yeah, cheese and bread and
Me needs
in
to
the
give me some
book,
of
in
her
the
cheese
book,
and
cheese
bread.
and bread in the book, in the book.
Read the book.
but yeah, and my dad, he is 56 years old. Me and him don't
Mm.
Me and him do not have and the thing is, I look just like him, and me and him don't have a good relationship because all he's concerned about is my check, and how
Exactly,
yep,
exactly. I knew you finna say that,
and
brother. I knew you finna.
and
Your folks
and
take advantage of you. They taking
and
advantage of you, bro. And
and,
and the main reason why they taking advantage of you because you don't know. I don't think you really
Yep.
know all your rights as a disability man. That's why they take. Boy, your family ain't shit, bro. I'm sorry. If I had the money, bro, I would bring you to where I'm at because I stay in a big ass house, 3 big ass bedroom, 2 bathrooms. I'm there by myself, brother. You be well
Uh-oh.
taken care of. You be well taken care of. Your family ain't shit, man. They ain't
Yeah, can
shit,
I
bro.
give up my mortgage?
You gotta put your money on the.
and trust and best to believe I would help you.
Ah, man,
And
dude, I
that's
wouldn't even worry about
and
you helping me right now, man. My main concern, you getting on your feet, brother, man.
because I look at it like this: anywhere you go, you're gonna be paying where you lay,
That's right.
and that's how I look at it. So I don't make a big deal about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I let my brother know if he need any more money, just let me know and I'll give it to you.
Hell
But
no,
he shouldn't
fuck
have, hold on, you
him,
shouldn't have to
fuck
give him another
him.
dime. He gets a check from you.
Yeah, fuck him. And you said that time like you don't want to bug him. I bug sure you get my motherfucking money. Shit, I bug the fuck out of you all day. That what made me talk about Raph. See, that what made me talk about Raph. You need to stand up, brother. Don't let your brother do you like that, man. Tell that motherfucker.
He's your employee, not the
Yeah,
other way
he's your
around.
employee. Yeah. If he getting money to probably help you, he ain't doing shit, man. Bug the fuck out of him. If you don't like it, call your social worker telling him he ain't doing shit.
Oh, the oh, see, this is through DHS, and DHS is different from my agency. So I have to call the DHS worker. I got her number on speed dial, by the way, but that's not the point. And I got her number on speed dial, but you know what I'm saying? I understand that he got 3 kids, you know, and he got some families, so I get it.
Your responsibility is not to take care of his children that he brought into this world. That is his own
Thank you. If he
responsibility.
taking his
That's not yours.
boy, man. He look, I ain't down there, bro. I've been for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? I had all my resources on his ass. Real talk. Real talk, brother.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, man.
Because, like, a lot of people, you know, like Bella, a lot of people just been explaining to me how this stuff goes, what a personal caretaker is supposed to do. I know all this stuff. I know everything there is to know because I've been in a wheelchair for 21 years. So I done seen it all. The bad, the good, and the ugly.
Okay, so if you do know that, then why are you allowing yourself to go through this pain and struggle?
Exactly.
Well, because I feel my brother, he feels like, well, if you get somebody else, they're not going to do right because they didn't do right the first time.
You were in a group home situation that time, but when you're in your own private apartment and you're paying someone, you have to switch your mind and say, this is my employee. You don't do what you're supposed to do. A, you get reported. B, I fire you and find someone else. You have to have that boss mentality mindset in your head to tell you that. I don't care if it's family, cousins, aunt, the dead man up the street. It doesn't matter. You paying someone for your services. They have to follow your directions and your rules.
Cause and I tell you something else, like I buy me different things and I find that stuff end up just disappearing. Like this is like I have a PlayStation 4. Anybody that's a gamer, well, Chris, probably you. But,
yeah, I am.
But I've bought me like 4 controllers in the last year. So now I got this camouflage one. I wrote on the back of it so they can tell the difference. But like I said, I already said it in my mind, like if this one come up missing, somebody gonna owe me $46. And see the thing about me is, Chris, when I speak up and when I say stuff, they be like, okay, because I go off and I go ham. That's just how cancers are.
But the thing is, you can run your mouth, man, but you physically can't do nothing. So
that's right.
They act like they listening to you, but they really not, man. Your folks
they're appeasing you to sit there and calm you down and still go right back to doing what they're supposed to do.
Man, dude, I'm trying to keep my composure and I'm getting choked up, brother, because I do this shit. And it is sad that what some of y'all people go through. And
we're not trying to down you, Raphael. It's not that. I'm just being honest with you about it because I want better for you.
Oh, I understand, and trust me.
Please, brother,
a lot of other people been telling me the same exact thing. It's just that when it comes, my family been there for me since day one, 2007.
But you're 21 and you're an adult. You have to learn to take care of yourself as well for your benefit. This is the time in your life you have to be selfish for you.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's in that chair. You're the only one who has to fight the struggles day in and day out. They don't. You do. Put yourself first. Don't please everyone. Because when you try to please everyone, the only person that get hurt is you. And Raphael, you have to be the one that's been hurting.
Ralph, somebody asked in the chat room, are you willing to relocate? Because somebody said they got a room for you if you want to relocate.
Willing to relocate, like where, like out of state?
Yeah, they say, I think somebody said they got somewhere in Ohio. I stay in Memphis, so.
Yeah,
somebody sent me a private message say somebody in my chat got a room for you if you are willing to relocate. So they shit. They told me to bring it to your attention.
Tell him to send me an email because I would love to relocate because I really feel like this state, Detroit, Michigan, period, is just they don't have no resources or
It's
nothing
a
like
bum.
that. They
Sorry.
don't
It
they
is.
don't really
Detroit sucks. All their money is sucked up. That's why they're in bankruptcy as they are now. Might as well. There's nothing wrong with a venture to something different in your life.
That's right.
I flew
Detroit.
4,000 miles to another country by myself. So I
Wow.
tell everyone, get out of your own surrounding, because otherwise it's going to bring you down, suck the life out of you.
And that's what I feel like Detroit is doing. Detroit, because let me tell you something. Detroit is just not. They don't have like Chris in your state, Memphis. Y'all have plenty of other avenues for us to get, for disabled people to get around. Y'all and all these other states, Arizona, Chicago, and all these other states, they have other avenues for us to get around. Detroit only got one, and that's Metro Lift. Or if you need to go to the doctor, all you got to do is call your medical insurance on the back of your car, and they'll hook you up with a ride or whatever. But that's about it. And let me tell you something. Metro Lift, they're not very reliable either, because I went to go see my friend at Henry Ford Hospital. They dropped me off on the wrong side, and the driver and the lady, she called me. She was like, "Where are you?" I'm like, I'm at. I told her where I was, and she was like, "Oh, you're on the dialysis side." And I was like, "Well, he dropped me off on this side." And she was like, "Hold on." And she was like, "Listen, stay outside where he can see you." He was like, "What was you doing over there? What was you doing over here on this side?" I said, "Well, sir, this is where he dropped me off at." So it's for real, like I would love to move to another state. I would love to.
You at the age, man, where you can make your own decisions. Do me a favor, brother. Put your email in the chat, because somebody say their husband is like, they ready to come get you, bro. So if you could type in the chat, put your email in the chat.
It's really sad.
And brother, Jesus Christ. Like I said, brother, I've been doing this for 10 years, so I know exactly what you're going through, bro. I really do. And like I said, a lot of these people who I work with, they family when you come see them on holidays.
That's what they're supposed to be for.
Yeah. They folks ain't supposed to see them on holidays, so they go 365 days a year. Don't even see them folks probably about once or twice a year. And I just be like, what the hell?
What would your grandmother want for you, Raphael? What would she want for you if she was sitting right now in front of your face? What would she tell you?
Sound like you're typing. Is that you typing, Raph? That you?
I guess he went out again.
Mm-hmm.
I know if his grandmother was sitting there, she would want the best for him. And sometimes you have to go away from your family to find who you are as an individual. Yeah, and if family loves you, they'll follow you. They'll come and visit, or you can always go back and visit them.
Yeah, grandmas are the best in this situation like that, because, like I said, she taught me how to do what I'm doing, and yeah, he did drop off. Okay, he'll be back though. He'll be back. Y'all, this is what the shit that I'm talking about. You know, we live in this world, and so many people try to take advantage of us, and some of them do take advantage of us. A lot of people just bring their bullshit in your life, and it just fucks you up. People just come in bringing baggage in your life. Believe me, I'm a living witness. Just went through that. It's fucked up. And to hear this man talk, add on top of the shit that I've been through, it's fucking me up, you know.
Because sometimes your family is your worst enemy. Sometimes strangers treat you better.
They is.
It's the truth.
Yes.
I always tell people, you come into this world alone and you're going to leave this world alone.
Right.
Why not find your own family and your own niche as you go along in this world?
Right. So people, if you got people like that in your inner circle that's keeping up shit, that's bringing negativity to you, don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Get them the fuck out your life. Cause I promise you, they will suck you and drain you dry. Cause they don't give a fuck about you.
They don't.
They don't give
And
a
that's
fuck
the sad
about
part about him, because I'm more sad because to see him being used
you. Yeah.
is sad.
Yeah.
And he's 21 years old. They already told me he wasn't supposed to be here.
Right.
And if your family act like you're a burden to you, then you move on and find to yourself that you're not a burden. God gave you a blessing that you're still here. Do what you want to in your life and enjoy it.
Exactly, man.
Because remember, they gave up hope on you. They said he wasn't supposed to make it past 1. And he's 21.
Yeah. I'm serious, y'all, man. Y'all get that baggage out y'all life. Throw that shit in the trash. Real talk. Throw that shit in the trash.
Hey, boy.
How big is your trash can?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a damn good question.
13 gallon?
Yeah, it need to be a 13 gallon, probably a 24 gallon.
Girl, I'll buy a 55-gallon trash can. Trash
Well,
bag.
you see that some bitch down here in Memphis, then I got a lot of baggage to get rid of. Jesus.
My son, like when he wrecks the leaves, he said, "Mommy, they're easy to fall, but hard to pick up." I said, "That's life, sweetheart."
Oh, yeah.
He's in the chat room. There goes his email right there. Whoever wants it. He's in the chat room. There goes his email. Ralph, brother, this is your show, man. I'm going to change the name as soon as I go off air. This is your show.
That's right.
This is yours, brother. We could talk about this topic at another day. This is your show, man.
I wrote down his email. I will be staying in touch with you.
You know, this is your show.
See how you Chris, how you can go from one topic and find someone that heart that comes out that wants to say things and you allow it. Look at Corrine, she came out to speak about her problems. Look at Raphael. It's a flow that's so natural. And that's a good thing. You're giving a platform for people that want to speak, that's scared to speak, but they know that they can't speak without being judged.
Are you sure I ain't got no ego? I was told I got an ego.
Cámate la guiso. Cállate.
Yeah, I got an ego. I got an ego. You know. So y'all
Raphael, that's you?
Yeah, he made it back in.
He made it back. Y'all, I think I'll get ready to shut this down. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Hey, Chris,
what
we
can I
should
say?
have a prayer. Chris, we should
Who
have
is DJ?
You know what? I just sent him a message. Let me see if he responds. I just sent him a message. Hold on. I'm glad you.
Because I have beef with Chastity.
No.
he hasn't responded yet.
She out here cooking, trying to cook up a storm, then off her plate or nothing. I have problems.
I'm not cooking.
Be careful.
I cooked earlier.
That's why I'm saying you cooked earlier. I have problems. I'm hungry.
I cooked some shrimp stew too.
Oh, see, now you're dirty. You're wrong.
I didn't eat none, but I cooked it.
Yeah, I need DJ. I really need DJ. I really need him, but he might be busy at work.
Kareem does a good prayer.
Come on, Kareem. Come on, Kareem. Get up here now.
Is she still in the chat?
Does a good prayer. Yeah, she's.
Hey, Desi made it. Hey, boo, how you doing?
Hi, Desi.
Desi made it.
Come on, Kareem. Get back on this panel, girl. Give us a prayer.
Ralph, somebody asked, do you have PayPal?
He's mute again.
Unmute yourself, brother. Raph, unmute yourself. Cora said she'll come back on. I guess she'll come back on and do the prayer.
Well, if he has PayPal, Becky, I'm gonna find out and I'll send you the two of you, girl.
There you go. He
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
There you go.
All right. I have to actually look my PayPal up to see what the link is, because I actually don't know it.
Well, we'll pause while you go online and look to see what your PayPal link is as.
See, can you find it, brother?
Yeah, man. Cause I do have a PayPal, I just don't know what
to put mine out there, but I don't even give a shit about mine right now, brother. It's your show. It's your show.
Just log on to PayPal and then go to where it says PayPal me, and it'll have your link. Copy the link and then paste it right into the chat room.
Yep. Yepper. Let me go download the app real quick. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, don't take long. I have the app myself on my phone. It's quicker. Thank God. I'm not like some people that couldn't figure out their own.
Now she's gonna clown me.
I didn't call no names. You call your own self out.
I was lost. I couldn't figure that shit out for nothing.
Chris, I'm telling you, me and Daisy stood off for about an hour with Chastity. I was like, jeez.
It was like 3 or 4 in the morning and still couldn't get it.
I almost woke up my own son and said, come help this old woman like your mother.
Hey, y'all, I want to read a message that somebody just sent me, man. And
okay.
You know what, after I get this message, I want to call somebody out so bad for the shit that they said to me, but I'm not going to do that. But and after I want to call them. I'm not. Somebody sent me a DM message. They said, you have built a family that loves both unconditionally and without borders. You, sir, have done a great job. Keep building. How about that? How about that?
That's right.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? How about that?
Why not?
How about that? You know, how about that?
Thank you.
So I hope you heard that.
Chris, was he saying that to me?
To me, he was saying it to me.
Oh, okay.
Because of the fact, brother, that we just completely changed the subject to you. It's your show, brother.
I'm sorry about that, brother.
Don't be.
Don't be sorry.
Don't be sorry at all, brother. This is all about you, bro.
I got in, Chris. This is Kareem.
It's all about you, brother. And like I said, I'm gonna change the title once the show go off air. The title, brother, it can wait.
Because I listen to a lot of music just to help me pass my time.
I do too, brother. I do too. So we would have got along fine then. We would have got along fine. Yeah,
because I listen to a lot of the music and I pray a whole of a lot.
There you go. There you go, brother. I'm not much of a prayer, but you know, there you go, brother. Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, like it's serious.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's the reason why you had to open your mouth today. Maybe that's why God led you to this show today on Chris Show to open up and express how you actually feel.
Yeah,
there's always a reason for everything you do.
I find it amazing that for some reason that this the night you want to get on. You was really eager to get on, and I see why, brother. I'm glad you got on, brother. I'm glad you got on. Let me read another message somebody sent to me. They said, Chris, if not for your platform, we wouldn't have heard of this story for us that didn't know.
Right.
How about that? How about that? How about that?
Raphael, thank you for sharing your story tonight.
You're
welcome.
La Lolo, she said, hi all, appreciate it. Morbius, what's up, brother? Apparently, Ralph, the La Lolo must know you because they say they remember your story.
Mm-hmm.
They say they remember your story, you know.
I'm about to.
I like that. La Lolo, that's a good one.
Oh, she knows me because me and her was
He said,
on
she asked, did Leslie come see you? Did Leslie come see you?
Leslie. Yeah, he did one. Yeah, back in the summer.
Salute. So
you got people
that's
that love
what's
you,
up, man.
Raphael.
You do, brother. You do, man. And better than your own family. That's the fucked up part.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fucked up part, brother. Real talk.
Okay, here you go, you guys. Here's my link to my PayPal.
You paste
Check
it
it
in
out.
there. Put it in
Put it
there.
in there, brother. Put it in there, brother.
Copy and paste and put it in there.
I did. I just did. So yeah. But for
I
real
didn't see your link.
though,
I don't see your link in the chat room.
I just put it in there. Wait a
In the
minute.
chat room or the hangout?
In the chat room. Okay, look.
Well, give it a minute. It'll probably pop up. Give it a minute.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Who, me? Yeah, you ain't online, girl. I probably need to
I
refresh
don't see
that.
it yet. I don't see it.
Me neither.
I'm looking at the
Copy
chat
and paste
myself.
that again.
All right, let me see here.
Okay, I refreshed. It's not there.
Mm-mm.
All right, I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put it in there again. Let's see. It says, "Oops, remove any web addresses."
Okay,
Let
no,
me try it again.
paste it in the hangout and let Chastity put it in because she's a moderator. She can do it. So paste it in the hangout and let Chastity paste it into the link. She can do that, not you.
Oh, okay. I'll do it.
Paste it in the hangout and Chastity can paste it and
Oh,
cut
yeah,
and paste
you're
it
not a
back in.
moderator. That's why you can't do it. Damn, that's
Yeah.
why you're not a moderator. Yeah.
Yeah.
So put it in the hangouts. Yeah, either I, Chaz, you can do it. That's right. Damn, my bad, brother.
Yep.
My bad, brother.
Yep. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
You see it, Chaz?
Yep, I got it.
You know Chastity gonna stay on top of that quickly. Click, click.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Chris, man, I salute you, my brother, because when I tell you that this is a really, really big responsibility, and I know that better than anybody. I've been in the wheelchair for 21 years, about to be 22.
Hey, keep going, bro. Keep going, bro. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't shit without them.
Right.
You like you doing all, but don't let nobody tell you ain't shit without them, bro. Don't let nobody tell you if it was for them that you wouldn't be this, you wouldn't be that. Cause for what you sound like to me, brother, you did all this on your own. Nobody did shit for you.
But the thing is, my brother tells me that all the time.
If it wasn't for him, I ain't get fine. Kick him in his nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Kick him in his nuts. I kick him in his nuts if I could. I would, man. Real talk, man.
You from Memphis? I can hear the accent. I'm serious. Like y'all have that real like Detroiters do too, but yeah, I knew you was from Memphis when I heard your accent. And it's nice. Thank you.
We got somebody named Angel. I don't know how to say their last name, but they said they put some money on your books, like $200. But they said if you needed more help, you should have called it. No, Angel. Actually, he didn't ask for this. My audience doing this on their own. My audience doing this on his own. He didn't ask.
But thank you for the blessing, Angel. Thank you for blessing him that way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Angel. I really do appreciate it because let me tell you, I had a little situation where I had to drop my English class and I'm good for this semester because I did everything right. I can see my money going to come through as soon as the semester starts. But that's a big help. I can use it. Thank you.
Chris, did you still want me to say a prayer for you?
Yes. I'm looking at everybody. They saying how much they gonna send them, brother. You are getting love in my chat, brother. You getting love. You got somebody that took you to some big bucks, some bucks, some big bucks. Like I said, bro.
Let me ask you a question, Chris. Like,
go ahead, brother.
What is one of the things that made you wanted to take care of people like us? And I ask people this all the time that's been doing this for a long time, because it's like I've seen people that's not genuine and things like that. People come and they go, or some people just come for the paycheck, like someone.
To be honest with you, brother, first it was about the extra money because I needed it, and I already had the skills to do it. It was about that because when you go to any job and you get hired, I think that's usually kind of the first thing to anybody's mind is the extra income because you need it. And some of us probably look at it it's a job. But you got to look at it now that you're lucky to have a job, because some people out here are struggling to get hired, bro. They are.
But this only a 2-week assessment. I'm still struggling. You know what I'm saying? To make it.
But now, as I got into the job, I fell in love with it, bro. Because just like you said, you are absolutely right. To do this job, you gotta have patience and a heart.
Yeah,
and humble.
And I know, and I've seen the bad people with the good people, and you seem like you're very genuine, and you seem like you really do love what you do. So, brother, I salute you, because a lot of people come into this job thinking that, oh, it's just easy peasy. It's not, especially not for us. You know what I'm saying? Because in a certain sense, I feel like most times don't nobody understand where I be coming from, but I have to look at it from their standpoint too, because just as much as you want them to understand, they want to understand. You know, I have to look at it from both standpoints, both sides of it. But I just wish sometimes that me and my family can trade places for a day so they can see what it's like. That's the only thing.
Dude,
oh my God.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, some people do this just for the money, for the paycheck. But at times, brother, but listen to what I'm going to say though. At times, you know, I really just can't blame them, because, you know, I mean, like I said, nowadays you just don't know nobody's situation. You know, some people just have to get a job, period, no matter what it is. But what irks me is when a lot of young people try to do their job, because people think you just sitting down and babysitting. Dude, it's way more than that. Until depending on the person who you get. Sometimes you may get somebody that you don't have to do much for. You don't. You just have to assist with them with just a little bit. But some of them, these young people, some of them, if you really got to do some work, they'll quit. I've seen it. They'll come that first fucking day and they'll quit. They got to do some work. They got to do some fucking work.
Exactly.
The young generation, bro, we don't have no ambition. We don't have no motivation. All we want to do is sit down, smoke weed, and play Xbox One or PlayStation 4. But you cannot put an application in their face because they going to run.
But my thing, you know what I get told all the time, Chris? You do more than the average person walking around here. And when people say that, I'll be like, what? Are you serious? No, because I really don't think what I do is that important, okay? I'm at a community college. Okay, I'm trying to go to work.
Yeah.
Hold on, what's wrong with community college? You got to start somewhere. What's wrong with community college, huh?
It's the students at the community college, because they act like 2-year-olds, especially at my community college.
But sweetie, the community college is a starting gate for you to get your associate's degree, your master's degree, your bachelor's degree. There's nothing wrong with that. You're going to school for education, and that's what you should be proud of, because a lot of people would love to take your spot. And you got the blessing and opportunity, run with it. Yes, there are ignorant people in community college. There's ignorant people in universities too as well. They're dumb as a doorknob. but you're doing it. That's what should be matter.
Mhm.
Think positive about it.
Mhm.
Because Mimi, let me tell you, I've seen these people just come and especially in Detroit, Michigan, it's like the class amount it will drop. Like my math, it's only 5 people in my math class right now because they get that money and then they just leave. They just go. It's like a
Not
whisper in the
surprising.
wind.
Not
Yeah,
surprising
yeah.
at
They take the
all.
money and spend it on their own. They'll realize they're still gonna have to pay that money back at the end of the
Mhm.
time and turn
Exactly.
around. Or
Mhm.
IRS or Uncle Sam gonna come
Mhm.
snatch up all the money.
Raph,
Yeah.
do us a favor, brother. Do not tell your brother about this. Somebody said it a couple of times in the chat, man. Don't let your brother know about your blessings, man. Because I swear, if he doing you like that now, he needs to try to get this too.
Yep.
Leave that, brother. He gonna sucker you in, man. You tell him to kiss your ass.
Mhm.
Tell him to kiss your ass,
I
man.
but I'm really not focused on my brother. What I'm trying to learn how to do is live for me
Yes, here you
because
go.
There you
for
go, brother. There you go, brother. There you go, brother.
because for so long I've been living for my family and all this and caring about what they think and it's just and just now I'm getting to the age where I'm getting older. I'm like, well, you got to start living for you at the end of the day.
That's right.
Right,
Yeah.
brother. Right,
Because
brother.
if I don't live for me, who else is gonna do it?
There you go, bro.
Nobody.
There you go, brother. There you go.
I like
And
that.
I and I and you know what? And you know what, Chris? I've seen people that's just like me that got the ability to get up, go to work, go to school. I'm doing it both at the same time, even though it's only a 2-week assessment. But I'm doing it.
Yeah.
There you go. There
I don't
you
care if
go.
it's 2 weeks, 2 hours, 2 minutes. You're doing it. Be proud of yourself, Raphael.
Right. Real talk, brother.
Be
Real
and
proud,
I
talk.
sweetheart.
Yeah, and
Real
you know
talk,
what,
brother.
Chris, I don't give myself like a lot of credit for like what I've accomplished because I feel like I accomplished because my cousin he said something to me that was very very interesting because he he kind of he kind of told me that I could go to college and I told him what my major was or whatever and he was like we'll see how long that lasts.
Right.
Never allow someone else's insanity become your reality. Because he did not make it, don't mean that you can't. You are two individual people. You have your own thought, your own brain, and your own mind. And you have to
Yeah.
make sure that you tell yourself that every day. Don't allow his insanity to become your reality. Because he feels that he can't do it, does not mean that Raphael cannot do it. Raphael is his
Oh
own
oh
individual.
Oh, he graduated already. He's working at General Hospital.
And just because he graduated doesn't mean that you can't go beyond him. Never let
Mm-hmm.
someone else's insanity become your reality. What I mean by that, never let someone's negativity bring you down and tell you what you can and can't do. Nothing can stop you to do but yourself. If you don't want to succeed, then that'll be on you. Don't allow family, friends, no one tell you what you cannot do.
Exactly, brother. Exactly.
I've and oh Lord, excuse me. I've allowed um, me because my family have told me what I can and can't do my whole entire life for living because I am disabled or whatever. But you know what? I done took this disability and I said to myself as I started as I'm as I'm going on this journey that's called life, you know, I mean, I've said to myself, okay, you got a raw deal. What you gonna do with it? Are you gonna sit up and be depressed all the time like some of your other fellow people, or are you gonna take this opportunity and try to make something out of it?
Yep.
Right.
It's
Right.
up to you, Raphael, what you do with it.
Yeah. It is, man.
Because
So let me
because
go.
I
Let me go and get this shut down, brother, because I gotta go just take care of some things and whatnot.
okay.
Corin, close us out with a blessing, babe.
All right. Yeshua, our Lord and Master, we thank you and praise you so much for everything you do for us, for the sacrifice you made for each and every one of us. And we hold up our brother Raphael, that you would guide him, protect him, strengthen him, and let him know how wonderful and blessed he is, and that he is fearfully and wonderfully made by you, the Most High. We thank you and praise you so much for everything. Please be with everyone that's in the chat. Thank you for the panel. Thank you for Chris Thorns putting on this show. Thank you for everything that you do, Lord. Please put out blessings for everyone. Heal those that are sick. Strengthen those that are weak. And just love those that need loving. We ask you this in your precious and heavenly name. Selah.
Appreciate it.
Amen.
Appreciate it. Thank
Appreciate it.
y'all. I will see y'all next show. All right. Peace.
Great show, Chris.
Yo, peace.